This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
Red hot comic book movie news, shooting up your butthole. The Weekly Planet, the Weekly Planet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, my co-host, Nick Mason.
Happy New Year!
Not yet. Not yet. It's not the new year yet, Mason.
Yeah, but you don't know when people are listening to this.
You've jumped the gun.
Now, you are playing to the people who download this the moment it comes out. I'm playing to the schlubs who wait a couple of days.
Your people.
Yeah, my people, exactly. Who are like, oh man, I've been bored for days. What is there nothing to do? Oh, that's right, I listen to this podcast every week. Here we go. Download.
Yeah, look, okay.
Hey, it is New Year's.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Both myself and Mason.
Yes.
When you listen to this, before or after, at Wikipedia Brown, at Mr. Sunday Movies, you a schlub, or
Yeah.
you a grub?
Oh, you a scrub? Because we don't want no scrubs.
Let us know.
Yeah.
So this is our kind of
Also,
best...
don't go chasing waterfalls.
No, please don't. This is our best and worst and everything else of the year.
You know what? Do chase some waterfalls.
Okay.
They're
look,
nice. Have you seen one?
What do you mean
Real nice.
chasing waterfalls?
Just
What is
find
that?
them. Go and find them.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
But why are they saying not to? Like, they're a myth?
I think they gave you a disease in the video clip.
I don't think that's what... They don't understand waterfalls.
No, not at all.
Because I can understand if they were like, don't go chasing unicorns because they're fictional.
Yeah,
And if they were real, maybe they'd murder you.
Yes.
But waterfalls?
No.
Seems like something you should visit and
Probably
chase.
Probably a trench foot.
I'm with you, Mason.
Or some sort of swimming bacteria, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Yeah, I getcha.
Maybe that fish that when you pee in the water, it goes
your
up.
urethra.
Up your
Yeah,
urethra.
That's a good one, isn't
Spikes
it?
come out.
I was going to bring it up, but it was gross. And then
Also, I don't think they're real. I don't think they're actually
Are they?
real. I don't think they're real.
If it's happened to you,
Tweet at us.
Let's go.
Wikipedia Brown. Sunday Movies. Have you had anything in your pee hole?
yeah. Okay, so just quickly, there's the tapes are still available for our best of episode.
Best of the Weekly Planet, yeah.
Tapes, we mean USB tapes. It's got a bonus episode where we talk about some of our favourite Christmas movies.
Yep.
Might be a bit irrelevant now, but you know, sometimes you're a schlub and you listen
That's
to it a
right.
little bit late.
Yeah, maybe you have Christmas days after everybody else.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's at audiobooksontape.com or
It's linked below.
it's linked below. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. We're going to take them off the store in a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So, you know, exclusive, Mason. You
Yeah,
know
no,
what I mean?
I understand. Sure.
You get it, yeah.
Also, special shout out to Charlotte on the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates group.
Okay.
Who's been making a Weekly Planet advent calendar every day throughout
How
the
have I not
Christmas
seen
season.
that?
It's great. Every it's a little advent calendar every week. We open up another little door and we see a fun little treat from the Weekly Planet podcast.
I've not seen any of that at all. I'm going to have to look that up. Good on Charlotte.
Yes.
Well, Mason, should we get on to the very limited news from this week?
Is there very limited news?
Yeah, because people were away, mate.
That's
Did
true.
you have a good Chrissy?
It's pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
So did I.
Nice.
Mason,
Thank you, by the way. You bought me for Christmas my
Punch in the head.
Dark Knight 3 The Master Race.
I did.
The insane Frank Miller Batman series that I mentioned last week.
Because you said it was too expensive to buy for $45, but I said, I bet I can get it for $4 cheaper online, but maybe a little bit more with shipping.
Oh, yes.
And I got it anyway.
Nice. Nice. You did get the hardcover, though. The version I saw was a soft cover.
You didn't want the hardcover?
No, I did want
Okay, because I prefer the
hardcover.
hardcover. That's why I got the
That's
hardcover.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll be actually very interested to see what you think. Because
right.
I don't think it's that bad.
Should I read it while you're doing the episode?
Please.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
That's why I bought it. So there's a trailer for Jordan Peele's...
To my beautiful wife, Mrs. Frank Miller. Wait a minute. Sorry, go ahead.
Jordan Peele's next film, Us.
Yep.
It's about a family. There's a new trailer. There's about a family who gets copied by another family, but that family is evil, and maybe the kid is not their real kid; it's the evil kid or whatever.
Is that the plot of this?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Evil family attacks regular family.
Have we already seen too much of this movie?
I don't
Because
know.
I didn't know anything about Get Out before I watched Get Out, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is mysteries upon mysteries. First of all, it's Winston Duke and Lupita Nyong'o
Yes.
from Black Panther, which is fun.
Winston Duke should be the king of Wakanda. I mean, I like the guy who plays Black Panther, but I really like that character.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't go in the snap, did he?
No, he's still around.
Yeah, because apparently Shuri's gone, so he might be
King
leading
of Wakanda.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Great. So it's a family being accosted by themselves.
Yeah.
Why is that happening?
Well, I'm excited to find out. That this is how to do a trailer.
Yeah.
because I have no idea what's happening. Are they magic? Are they from a parallel universe? Is it some sort of plastic surgery situation?
Did you ever see that movie with one of the Duplass brothers and the woman from The Handmaid's Tale?
We've mentioned it repeatedly.
Both those people have names.
Yeah, you mentioned it one time and what we read and what we're going to read, and then like 3 weeks later I mentioned it again. I'm like, have you heard about this? So just to be clear,
we don't know the name of it. Is that why
it's called The One I Love.
That's right.
Yeah, so we've both mentioned it.
Because that's about copies of people.
Yeah,
isn't it?
right. Yeah, uh-huh.
But I don't think this is a clone thing. I think this is like a supernatural thing.
Yeah, right.
What do you think? But then again, you don't think that without... I don't want to spoil it, even though it's been out for ages. You don't think Get Out is going to be take a weird sci-fi twist.
That's true,
But
yeah.
then it does. Yeah, when you find out what's up, it's like, whoa, this? Okay. I didn't think it was this kind of movie, yeah.
I don't know. I got the impression maybe they were from a parallel universe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Like Spock with a beard or whatever.
Yeah, Spock with a beard. But I was thinking maybe like a parallel universe where slavery didn't end or something.
Okay,
I don't know.
right,
But I
yeah.
mean, how would they end up exactly the same though? Who knows?
Yeah, fair enough.
And again, we don't necessarily know this is... I mean, Get Out had a lot of themes about racism.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's going to happen in this one or if it's just going to be a straight-up horror movie.
I remember you saying distinctly that you don't like politics or themes in your movies, though. I
didn't say that at all.
Keep them out of my entertainment.
That's right. Keep them out of my comic books. Keep them out of my cereal.
Yeah. That sounds like not a terrible explanation.
Thank you.
I think this is going to be an interesting... Well, the second one's always
Also, what's the deal with the golden scissors?
Good question.
Because Jordan Peele delivered a whole bunch of... He delivered some ominous boxes to various celebrities. I think
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt got...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they opened the box and everybody got a set of golden shears. So...
Is this a cult thing?
Maybe.
It's like it might be a cult thing.
Yeah. But the little girl, the evil version of the little girl has a mask on, and then when she takes the mask off, she's hideously deformed.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't know what's going on. But we will find out when we watch this movie when it comes out at some point in 2019.
Yep.
I don't know when. Yeah, I think the second film's hard, right?
Sure.
I mean, any film is hard.
Yeah.
But it's like that follow-up album where you kind of...
Yeah.
Or follow-up stand-up routine
Yeah.
where you get all your ideas out in the first one and then you're like, what am I
Well,
doing
for
the
sure,
second
but
one?
and you know, Jordan Peele did knock it out of the park with
Yeah.
that first. Like, I don't know anybody who saw it and went, nah, not for me.
No, because you said keep
Yeah.
politics out
I
of your
said,
films.
that's exactly what I said. Okay, just me. But like that movie, even though you know we are white middle class dudes from Australia,
Yeah.
there's moments in that where I'm like, this is horrifying. Just
Yeah.
the very idea of it. And I
Yeah.
can't imagine, you know, being a black person in America watching this and being like,
I can't imagine anybody who doesn't look like me, Mason.
oh,
So
that's the way
they
you
have to
can't
look
enjoy. That's why you can't enjoy any movie.
I don't watch or enjoy anything. I just have a mirror. That's what
Oh,
I watch.
wow.
It's just a mirror. Yeah.
Uh-huh. How's you enjoying that?
No,
Having a good
it's a
time?
bad show.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the guy in the show wants a fresh new look. He shaves his beard off.
But he's never happy.
No.
Yeah.
No. Mhm.
I hope there's some fan out of that.
Yeah. Mm.
Next up, we have some Marvel news. Marvel are apparently developing the Fox characters next year. Kevin Feige has said, no, not yet, but we've been told it's looking very good and could happen in the first 6 months of next year. But in terms of actually thinking about and planning things out, we haven't started yet.
Okay, so that means X-Men back on the table.
Yeah,
of a sort.
we just have to get through Dark
Phoenix,
and,
if that is ever released.
and School of Ghosts or whatever.
Ghost School, yeah. X-Men Ghost School.
Yeah,
Yep.
so, yeah, I mean, that's just a bit of an update. Nobody's particularly surprised by that, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think they'll keep politics out of their movies like we both want? I'm on board.
You're on board with
what
this?
you said,
Okay, yeah. With my political agenda or my non-political agenda.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dark Phoenix. It's just gonna. Why make another one?
Because they made it and money.
Yeah, I
Why did
guess.
they put out Deadpool twice? You know?
I guess so.
They even acknowledged that in the film. Let's see in the trailer when Fred Savage is asking questions like why the re-release. He's like money.
Yeah.
Always goes Disney and money.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So, anything else on that?
Nah.
Let's move it along.
Okay then, great.
Jude Law. Maybe spoilers for Captain Marvel. I'll put the time code in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
It's just that we've talked about it before though. Jude Law, we've mentioned before, has been outed as Yonrog, evil Captain Marvel's not friend.
And he's been outed as usual by merchandise.
Funko Pops
because the
and
Funko
whatever.
Pop said that he was Yon-Rogg.
Yes. On an official Marvel website, though, apparently he is also listed as Marvel.
Yeah, I think that's a fake out.
But that has also since been removed. Also, I think I said this in the video. It's a very real possibility that he's both.
Yeah,
They just-
the young Pope.
Yes, that's right. They've just mashed them all together. Oh, did you see that thing that I think it was the New York Times? Or maybe it wasn't them. They declared
Here we go.
it's the year of the daddy. That was the 2018 was the So it's like because it's like Jude Law, like sexy dads are like.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's just and everyone's like, ugh. You ruined this gross thing.
Yeah.
New York
Dad's
Times.
getting a lot of play recently. Like, remember when
like The
Dad
Rock.
bod was a thing?
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Wait, The Rock?
Yeah, he's a dad. He's always on Instagram being like, look at my kids. Fucking look at them.
Right.
You've seen his Instagram.
And then it pans out and he's doing like one-arm chin-ups
Yeah.
on a beach or something.
Yeah. Just wrapped in chains.
On a helicopter, maybe.
Yeah. I always hated that, though. You know when people are calling other people daddy? I just find it really creepy. It's never...
It's not for you?
Well, I get it occasionally, very occasionally, and I
Ooh.
do not like it.
I understand.
But now I'm probably going to get it a lot more.
You're going to get it every day.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we talking about?
You were talking about Jude Law.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's... What do you think? Is he Marvel?
I mean,
Is he
you
both?
can't, exactly. You can't rule out, again, because, the origin was an explosion, an energy explosion of some sort. You can't even rule out that maybe they fused together.
Yeah.
Maybe Marvel and his greatest enemy fused together, and now we thought Yon-Rogg was
Yeah.
dead, but actually he's fused into Marvel, and he's evil now.
Maybe they put the powers of Captain Marvel into Brie Larson. So
Yep.
that's how... Is that what you meant? Or you meant they're in
No, I meant
Jude Law?
maybe
Yeah,
Yon-Rogg
yeah.
and Marvel.
Yeah, that's what I thought you
Jude
meant.
Law, Marvel have combined together. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Like that Superman that's half Superman, half Batman.
Yep. The composite Superman.
I love it. Why is
Yep.
it called Composite Superman and not Composite
It's
Superman
Batman.
Batman?
Maybe he is. Hang on, let me think.
We can't think about it.
No, I think
We
he
have
is.
to do the show,
but he
Mason.
doesn't. He doesn't just have Superman's powers.
Oh, he's got a few of them.
He has the powers of the entire legion of superheroes.
Why is he only half and half?
I don't know. Why is he green? Also,
Yeah, it's Composite Superman, and it's just the two of them. He is green.
Yeah, he's
this is
green.
all good stuff.
yeah, I remember I saw a cover of that when I was a kid in some sort of best of DC comics hardcover thing, and I'm like, that is fascinating. And then I read some stories involving the character. I'm like, this is garbage.
I hate this.
Yes, bad. He was later referred to. There was a Superman Batman series, maybe in like the early 2000s, and a Kid Genius. The Kid Genius version of Toyman builds a gigantic composite Superman Batman like robot spaceship thing.
Okay.
It's a fun series, that one.
That's a fun series, probably,
Yep.
according to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, no politics, right?
no politics.
Thank
No, not at all.
goodness. Yeah.
Not at all.
Ah, this is my favorite part of the week. Bit of Star Wars news, Mason.
Why is it your favorite part of the?
Because I enjoy that you don't enjoy it.
Okay,
That's why.
and that overcomes the fact that you really don't enjoy it either.
I'm okay with it.
I don't think anybody enjoys Star Wars news anymore. People are sick of Star Wars.
People are sick of
People
Star
wish
Wars.
Star Wars would go away.
It's never going to go
No,
away.
it never will.
What are you
It just
thinking?
saturates every cell in our body.
It really does.
You know, you watch one of those movies and like the character, he's got too much energy in his cells and he's
Yeah.
going to explode. That's us in Star Wars
That's
news.
true. And as you know, I'm working on a bigger project.
Your
at the
magnum
moment.
opus.
It's so Star Wars heavy.
Yeah.
It's the most Star Wars thing anybody's ever made.
It's you
That's not
screaming
true.
the titles of every Star Wars property.
into a mirror.
Here's all the books. Here we go. End of the Empire. Dark Force Rising. The Last Command. That would be good, right?
Could
Could you do that at the end?
I love that.
I know that's not actually what it is. but
They
if-
might be. Did
All
you
right.
remember those?
Yeah, that's what they're
That's
called.
really impressive. This is why I love Star Wars news, Mason.
No, I don't
It
like
brings
Star
out the
Wars
best
news.
in you.
Yeah, it really does.
So IG-88.
Oh man, what if it was just that is what it was? Just you big it up for months about how it's your most expansive research project ever. It's just gonna blow everybody else's Star Wars essays out of the water, and then it's just you in this room against a blank wall, just screaming titles. And maybe it comes up in like Comic Sans under you every title as you scream them out. I'd watch that.
That would be a long video.
Yeah.
I need a teleprompter because
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to cut. I just
No,
want to
you look
do
down
it.
at your laptop.
Okay, right. So no effort.
Yeah. And somebody would complain. Well, I mean, everybody would complain, obviously.
Also, I film it in portrait.
Yeah. Oh, you record it on
my
your
phone,
iPhone,
yeah.
and occasionally you set the iPhone down on the desk so you can move your laptop or whatever, scroll down. And so sometimes it's just a picture of the roof.
Okay.
Anyway, what were we
Jon
talking about?
Favreau has posted a picture of IG-88 for The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it's going to be Bounty Hunter heavy. And also, I guess some versions of IG-88 survived through the trilogy. As
Yep.
you know, there's that IG-88 book. He also turns up in, the Tales of the Bounty Hunters. There's also
Yeah,
Shadow
right,
of the Empire. But there's multiple versions of him. I think the last
Yeah.
version in the books was in the Death Star, when it's in the second Death Star. when it
Yes,
blew up.
uploaded itself to the Death
Yeah,
Star.
yeah.
Right,
But that was, that's obviously different.
Yep. And non-canon now, probably?
And non-canon now.
But who knows what they're going to draw from to make
I
new
don't
canon
think
now.
they're gonna have
Okay,
him be
then.
in the Death Star.
No, right.
Also, it doesn't matter if he's in the Death Star.
That's true. I mean, it's still gone,
doesn't.
isn't it? Yeah.
In the old canon, he was, and it didn't matter. So,
Okay, right.
yeah.
So this was in the second Death Star.
Yes.
So there was never any IG-88 in the first Death Star.
No, he wasn't
Okay,
made.
right.
No, I don't think he was around.
Okay, right. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's like A, B, C, and D, or something. I can't remember. And he also makes a fleet of He makes a squadron of stormtroopers, robot stormtroopers.
Okay.
To infiltrate the Empire. It's interesting.
And he's got a thermos for a head. So that's
Yeah,
interesting too.
he really does. What do you think about? Do you think we're going to get Bosk? He was mentioned in Solo. Do you
hope
think
we
we're going to
get
get Zuckuss and 4LOM? Do you think we're going to get
I
Dengar?
hope we get Dengar.
These are all classic-
Dengar's got the bandage on his head, right?
does, yeah.
I hope we get Dengar.
Happening-
What's under those bandages?
Scars. He got. He
No,
got
but what else is under there?
probably some poo. It's it's
Because
toilet
he fell.
paper.
Oh, is that right? Okay, he fell in the toilet.
Yeah.
That's his origin story. He fell in the toilet.
Well, actually, his origin story is he was injured by Han Solo in a swoop bike race or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think that might even be the new canon as well. Anyway, he hates Han Solo, as does everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say,
In the Star
all their
Wars
origins
universe.
of that Han Solo did. None of them would be bounty hunters if Han Solo didn't
Steal their vests and
steal their vests or ruin their faces or steal their girlfriends or whatever in his youth. If he wasn't such a bad person, there wouldn't be all the people trying to kill
Yeah.
him.
So, the old version of Greedo, he stole his vest.
Uh-huh.
The new version, he stole his girlfriend.
Oh, I
Is that
see,
right?
right.
We've talked about it on this show. Anyway, I'm glad to
Anyway,
see
I'd like to see IG-88.
I love IG-88.
Yeah,
I
right.
find it a really fascinating broom.
How much IG-88 did we get in the original trilogy? He's just standing
Like
around,
5
right?
seconds.
That's what I thought, right? So
Yeah.
we don't really even know, are they going to build a animatronic version or a CGI
I think it's
one?
animatronic.
Okay,
also,
right.
I bet in that movie they had to prop him up with a box or something because he couldn't freestand.
Yeah, exactly,
It's just
yeah.
this thing they just threw it in the background and it went on to become this legend of cinema.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, you want some Hellboy news?
Did you know it's short for Instagram 88?
Is that true?
Yeah.
I'm going to check if Instagram... Let's see if there's an IG-88 Instagram. There is, but I wonder if anybody's doing anything with it.
Okay, right.
Let's have a look. It better just be pictures of IG-88. If there's anything else, I'm going to be furious.
I mean, you're going to be furious
Oh,
regardless.
this is absolute bullshit.
Is it at IG-88?
Yes. Okay, so there's a book by B.F. Goodrich called First in Rubber. And the only other picture of note from these 7 pictures is a gecko smoking a cigarette butt. And it looks like it's in real life.
Okay, then. Terrific.
So if everybody could go to at IG88 on Instagram
And do what?
and just say, where are the pictures of IG88?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yes. Hasn't been taken.
I'm there. I'm looking at it.
No, but what hasn't been taken apparently is Instagram 88.
That's yours then.
Okay, I don't want to take it. Somebody take it quick. Somebody sign up for Instagram 88.
Please
And then
do.
it must be exclusively Instagram IG88 related photos.
That's all we want. Mm-hmm. All right. Dog's drinking. It's been a hot couple of days, Mason. hasn't it?
Agreed.
This is David Harbour talking about the new Hellboy. There's really a sense that he's actually killing things, even if they're giants or monsters, chopping off heads, bathing in blood, and and you're feeling the complex feelings of actually cutting the heart out of another thing. We're taking the time to deal with the fact that Hellboy is a killer. He is a weapon.
Ooh.
So that sounds interesting.
Yes.
That's a slightly different take on the Ron Perlman one.
Who's just... Yeah, the Ron Perlman one is just like he's just a reluctant employee. He'd
Yes.
rather not be there.
Yeah.
Stop sending me out on missions. I just want to hang out with cats.
Yeah.
And eat bad food. So, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And do
Get up here,
bicep
dog.
and do curls.
Yeah, 2 curls, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not sold on this at all, but at least it's different, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And comic accurate is a good way to go, I guess. Yeah.
I agree, yeah.
Anything else, Mason?
I think that's about it, really.
Got one more bit of news.
Okay, I'm ready.
Bird Box is apparently the biggest Netflix first week ever. With
I have some Netflix news as well that
Excellent.
I remembered, but go ahead.
Okay. With 45 million accounts watching it. That being said, people are skeptical because we don't know what that takes into account. Is that automatic plays?
Yeah.
How long is a view? Like how long does that count?
Are you watching it for 2 minutes and then leaving again?
Because a view on YouTube is if you just click on it.
You skipping to the end.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Also, are these international numbers, etc. That being said, it seems to have done very well, and everybody has seen it, including me.
There you go.
Thought it was all right.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Anyway, you
Pretty
had some
good.
Netflix news though.
My Netflix news was apparently Holmes and Watson.
It's terrible.
Well, it is apparently profoundly terrible.
Yeah.
But apparently it was offered to Netflix and they turned it down.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They take everything.
They take everything, right? Yeah. Apparently this was on the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates group, which is all 100% accurate. So,
Yeah.
Do not take it with a grain of salt.
got
Take
that
it with a
advent
whole-
calendar that
Take it with a
Charlotte made.
whole handful of salt.
Yeah.
Apparently the test numbers were so bad that Sony were like, well, let's offload. Is it Sony? It's probably Sony.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're like, let's offload this to Netflix. And Netflix were like,
We
nah.
only make complex, interconnected Black Mirror episodes.
Exactly, and The Ranch.
And the ranch, yes. Speaking of Black Mirror, though, there was a new episode this week where actually there's a video on my channel coming up where we talk about it, a review of sorts, and how and the future of it, and how it all worked, and the different narratives, and etc.
Spoiler alert, I liked it a lot. You didn't like it as much.
Yep.
And we don't think there's a future for this sort of thing.
I hope there isn't anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get a lot of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but there's a video on that with pictures that people can
Ooh.
check out this week.
I'm a big fan.
Also, if people want a Caravan of Garbage comic episode, there is one this week on
Ooh.
Aquaman. So,
Oh, yeah, we did that
Eric's
one.
done the animation, Ben's working on the edit. So it's a good one.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good one. And also, the extended audio is much longer because I took quite a bit out of it.
Because we just love to wrap it on, don't
to
we?
differentiate the two more. Because I feel like sometimes there's not enough. Like they don't... Because I know some people don't, listen to both. Some people do and don't.
And you must listen to both.
You don't have to listen to both, but I'm saying they're more different than you'll ever know. Like a Black Mirror episode that you have to choose.
Right,
or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the news. That's
Ooh.
the episode.
Good night, everybody. And Happy New Year.
Yeah.
That's for people who started listening to this
Yes.
at pre-midnight.
Yep.
And then it crossed over to New
Ah, very good.
Year's Day. So Happy New Year.
And on with the episode, I guess.
Yes, yep. Mhm.
Wow, that's good. You account for everybody.
I'm covering all the angles.
What about the people who listen to this over, say, their birthday?
Look, we didn't get you anything.
You get a copy of The Dark Knight Rises Returns 3. You can send that out.
But look.
Look, you're not going to read it, Mason, so you may as well.
It's true. Yeah, I'll send it out to you. You like Batman, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. If you listen to this, you like Batman. Happy birthday.
This is actually our best of and worst of the year stuff. Now, we
Yeah,
don't
that's
just
right.
do it best and worst necessarily, though. We do also do that. We ask questions. We pose questions.
We debate.
We debate. We contrast.
Yes.
We're contrary. We do lots of things
We
related
agree
to...
on most stuff.
We mostly do.
But sometimes we talk about it.
Yes, that's right. Sometimes we agree on things. Sometimes we slightly disagree. I think it's very rarely, though, that we're polar opposite on a thing.
Well, we'll find out.
You know
won't
what?
we?
Jurassic Park we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you've got a madman's opinion on that.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so list of topics. We're also... Raw Collings was kind enough to put together a poll, which I put out a couple hours ago. I should have probably put it out earlier.
Nah.
But I didn't. So
We don't want any schlubs in this
That's
instance.
true.
We want first adopters,
We want grubs.
Yeah, we want grubs.
There's
Exactly.
we've got all people's opinions on these as well, which I might save it till the end so that we can collect more votes.
Great.
Currently, it's at 1,527.
That's not bad.
So
That's not a bad.
also I'll put the results down below, I guess, if people want to click on that and check them out. What people thought.
People love clicking on things. So.
And checking things out. So I thought we could do. I was thinking about doing this as we do it, but then I thought, why don't then more votes and then we'll do it at the end. What do you think
Nice.
of that,
I
Mason?
love it.
Great.
I love it.
Do you want to start with now? My order is also different than the order of that.
Okay.
Does that bother you?
Yes.
Good. Best animated film.
Okay.
It was a good year for animation.
Yes, it
we had
was.
things like Incredibles 2. Apparently Teen Titans was really good. Did it come out here? I don't know.
I don't think it got a theatrical release, certainly. Is
Wreck-It-
that the Judas contract?
I don't know.
Okay, then.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Isn't out here yet, I don't think.
That's true. The Grunch. Isle of Dogs was this year,
Yeah, that's right.
which I liked. Sherlock Gnomes 2.
Sherlock Gnomes.
Out of the Shadows, or whatever it was called, and Into the Spider-Verse. It's obviously Into the Spider-Verse.
It's absolutely Into the Spider-Verse.
Is there anything else here that you saw of note? I quite liked Isle of Dogs. Isle of Dogs.
I liked Isle of Dogs, yeah.
It's okay, wasn't it?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think just in terms of just a fun ride and getting the superheroing right, and it's a movie that requires a half a dozen origin stories. It didn't feel bogged down.
Yes.
The animation, just in terms of animation,
Yeah.
primo. Just
saw it.
integrating a whole bunch of animation styles.
I saw an article this week on, or maybe somebody tweeted it at me a few days ago. I can't remember. Thank you if you're that person. But you know how there was that weird 3D effect?
Yes.
Apparently that was intentional, like it's how you have a printing error in a comic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
right,
so which
okay.
I mean, I still didn't like it.
Sure,
but
yeah.
I understand it.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Look, and I think the most...
That being said, this movie was amazing.
Yeah, and I think the most telling thing about this movie is every time I've spoken to somebody about it, I've been like, have you seen a movie recently? They're like, I saw Into the Spider-Verse, and I want to see it again.
Yeah.
Like straight up, they're like, I'm going to see that again just to drink in more of the
Yes.
just the style of it.
Also, I feel like for a lot of comic book movies, people are like, if people ask, should I see this? I'm like, probably not. Like if people are like, have you seen, should I see Infinity War? And I'm like, well, have you seen
18 other movies?
Yeah, because if not, like, then, or I'll be like, okay, so watch the first Iron Man, then watch the Avengers, and you
Yeah,
can
right.
probably watch this. But for this, you could be like, yeah, no, anybody can see this.
For
It
sure,
explains
yeah.
it to you.
Yeah, right.
The other thing is,
Even if you've never seen a
I
Spider-Man
don't think-
before,
definitely
like the
not.
origin of Spider-Man is in
Yeah.
there pretty much. So
that obviously helps because you get more out of it. I
Yeah,
feel
right,
if you know stuff about it, but I don't think it ultimately matters. I also saw that apparently the creators behind this, the trick behind this was you can do things in an animated film that you can't do in live action. And so that's what makes an animated film, or this one in particular, interesting. Because if you're just doing like standard stuff, you could just
Like
see,
The Grinch.
like The Grinch,
like a movie that's already existed.
yes, but like like Isle of Dogs is a good example of that because it looks different and they're
Yes, it
doing
does,
something
yeah.
different with it. But I feel like I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph 2, but you could probably just have someone stumble into Snapchat or whatever that
Yeah,
movie's
for sure.
about. I haven't seen it. Apparently
I
it's
haven't
good,
seen it, yeah.
but I don't really want to see it because I hate the trailers. It's just
It
someone
feels
going
like
like
someone.
"Ugh."
It feels like the script was written by somebody 5 to 10 years ago
asking their kids about the internet.
about the internet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't feel. It doesn't. It feels like somebody. It doesn't feel like the intended audience are people who are mad for the internet,
Yeah.
who are just memeing all day. It feels like people who are like, oh, the internet. Yeah, I check my email.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go on eBay. I buy some crockery on eBay from time to time.
Exactly. Which I think was also the Emoji Movie's target as well.
Yeah, right.
That was good, wasn't it?
What are the other options there? Did you see The Grinch?
No, I would never. Ever.
You'd
I
never.
don't like the Grinch in general.
Huh.
And
Do you like the song?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
No, I don't like him.
One, Mr. Grinch. That's a good
I
song.
don't like the Ron Howard movie.
Okay.
I know that's sacrilegious.
Uh-huh.
But I
don't think it's sacrilegious.
a lot of people like that movie.
I mean,
also,
some-
why are people talking about Jingle All the Way now? They're like, it's a classic. That movie is fucking terrible. What are you talking about? It's a fucking horrible film. It was horrible then. It's worse now.
Oh,
What do you think of it?
I can't remember.
I keep seeing articles pop up about it. It's
Yeah.
like, remember this? Yes!
'Tis the season.
I saw it at the cinema. It was fucking terrible. It's
How old
horrible.
Did you think it was horrible at the time?
Yes!
Wow.
It was bad.
Is that because it was no Terminator 2?
Probably. I think that's
Yeah.
a big part of it.
Yeah.
Like, you go into an Arnold movie, you think it's going to be something, but it
Yeah.
was...
It's
Oh,
just him falling on his face in
painful
a
fucking movie.
in a toy aisle. Did you see Macaulay?
only a 90s kid will...
Yeah. Did you see Macaulay Culkin change his name to Macaulay Culkin?
in real life.
In real life. Yeah. He got people to vote on it. He's re-emerged. Have
He's
you noticed
back,
that?
man. He's everywhere.
He was on.
He's on Red Letter Media. He's in Cinemassacre.
He was on. There was a WTF with Mark Maron. He was on
Right,
that briefly,
yeah.
and he's in a Google ad.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
What's he up to?
Well, that's the thing because I listened to the Maron episode about him. And apparently what basically happened is he did the Home Alone movies and he did Richie Rich and he did some other stuff.
Yeah.
And basically he got enough money that he never had to work again. So he just didn't, which is, I admire because that's what I would have done. Because I think the pressure is, well, you're a kid actor and you've got to keep just chipping away forever or whatever. And he just went, I've got enough money to do whatever I want. And so I think he just moved to Paris and
just kind of makes weird stuff that he likes. Or
and he's
whatever.
in a band and stuff. Yeah, so that's
exclusively about pizza or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Pizza Underground or whatever it's
It's
called.
a Velvet Underground band that just does covers in pizza. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he's back now for some reason. Maybe he ran out of money. I don't know.
Maybe he's just like, I
want to do some stuff now. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Apparently there was a Home Alone sequel. It was discussing the commentary for one of those films. We should probably do the show, I guess, at some point.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But where it was Kevin was grown up, and then he breaks into the burglar's house, and they've all got kids.
Oh, right.
Like, these guys haven't but they've reformed.
Uh-huh.
So he's like the bad guy.
Huh. So this was a proposal.
Apparently, yeah.
Huh, I'd say
Or
that.
it was a thought. I think
watch
they
that.
should make it.
I agree.
Yeah, but it would have to be grandkids for Joe Pesci and whatever.
Yeah,
I
right,
guess
uh-huh.
wouldn't really matter. Maybe they had kids late.
Yeah.
People do that. Anyway, Spider-Verse, congratulations. You've won
You're
the
the
Weekly
winners.
Planet Best Animated Film by a long way. If this movie didn't come out, I would have gone,
Yep.
Isle of Dogs, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Incredibles 2 was all right.
Incredibles 2 was alright, but it didn't break the mold.
Didn't blow the bloody doors off,
Didn't blow
mate.
the doors. It's no Michael Caine in The Italian Job. It didn't blow the bloody
Exactly.
doors off. But it was perfect. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was competent, but it didn't change the game for animation the way
Yeah.
Spider-Man did, which is not the rule for winning this. There are no rules for winning these.
There are
They're not
rules.
even real prizes. But
The real prizes, we've
What?
made trophies. Everybody gets a copy of The Dark Knight Returns Rises Part 3.
Huh.
Every winner of this, whether they like it or not. We're going
Great.
to their house. We're handing it
Incredible,
over.
nice.
Yeah. This one is Best Sequel, Prequel, Another Movie.
Okay.
Jurassic World 2, Mary Poppins Returns, which apparently isn't out here yet until January.
Yep. Mhm.
I had a chance to go to a screening and I didn't because she's a demon. Next up is Infinity War, Solo, Deadpool 2, Halloween, Ocean's 8, The Predator, Fantastic Beasts, Creed 2, Ant-Man, Mission Impossible, Pacific Rim, Black Panther. Does Black Panther count? I guess it does.
I don't think it does count.
No? Still in the series.
I think Infinity War counts, but I don't think Black. Oh, because it's look, you've said prequels.
I see what you're saying.
You've said another movie, so
It's
I guess
fine,
that's probably
whatever
true.
you want. Anyway, which is the best one? Is it Creed 2? Is it Mission Impossible 2? Is it Solo?
It's not Mission Impossible 2.
So-
It's Mission Impossible 6. And I think
Okay.
it might be.
So Mission Impossible 2 is disqualified?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let me go through this again. Okay, Ant-Man and the Wasp is out.
Yep.
It's fine. Avengers Infinity War,
Really good.
really good. Look, I'd put that up there, but again, if you haven't seen 15 million other Marvel
Yeah.
movies, you're right. Black Panther was good. Look, Bumblebee,
Oh, yeah, right.
I feel shouldn't be included in this because
Too much bad faith.
I would like to think that none of the other movies exist.
Okay, fair
so let's
enough.
skip that one.
Yep.
Creed 2. Fantastic Beasts 2. People hate that one.
Including me.
Halloween is an interesting
I like
choice,
that
isn't
one.
it?
Yeah. I don't think it's the best.
Absolutely
It's not better than Infinity War,
No,
at
it's
the very least.
It's certainly
It
serviceable.
felt Force Awakens-y.
Did
Like,
it?
Yeah, like, this is good.
Yeah,
they
right.
just did a bunch of stuff that I've seen.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
you questioned that guy's mobility and motives.
I really do. Is he running or is he not running? Just shoot him.
We'll talk about
All
it
right,
later.
we'll talk about it later. Look, Ocean's 8, I wanted to like a lot. I think when
It's
we
fine,
reviewed it,
yeah.
I was like, I was buoyed up by, hey, I really liked the Pitt
Great
Clooney Ocean's
cast,
11 was
yeah.
great, and I loved seeing cool celebrities, having fun or whatever. But it's a movie that had no dramatic tension whatsoever.
Yep.
The Predator was really bad.
Yep.
Solo was fine. I'm going to say Mission Impossible Fallout.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
It would either be that or probably Infinity War.
Who knew that the Mission Impossible movies would last this long
And be
not
good.
have diminishing returns at this
Not
point?
after the second one.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely not. J.J. Abrams doesn't get enough credit for 3. Like, he set this on track. 3's a good movie, too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, he should get more credit for the Star Wars films because he gave everybody the Last Jedi eventually, and people love that movie.
They should.
He opened up the mystery box.
He really did, yeah.
This is what we got.
That's so true.
everybody
yeah.
should thank him.
Get on Twitter and thank him.
Next up, we got best reboot.
Okay, Bumblebee.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Yep. Okay, so Death Wish. Haven't seen it.
Who cares?
Robin Hood.
Oh, that's immediately disqualified. I don't think Robin Hood counts.
It's a reboot.
No, I don't think
A retelling?
it's a retelling. Yeah,
I think it's up there.
yeah, it's good. Like I enjoyed it, but
Yeah. Tomb Raider?
serves. I mean, it's certainly better than the previous two.
It is.
Serviceable. Okay.
Venom.
Bad movie.
Venom?
Yeah,
Yeah. And what was the one you said? Bumblebee. Yeah, I guess it's Bumblebee.
It's Bumblebee for sure.
If it is a reboot, which it sort of is. Also, I read an interview with one of the writers of it. I can't remember her name. But they were like, is this a reboot? And she's like, I can't say. So
she's contractually prevented from saying, or
yeah,
she
she's
doesn't
like,
know?
I'm going to leave it to Paramount to kind of explain it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. I think it is.
I think it's
it fucking better be.
Yeah, I think it's a reboot in the sense of like how they do it with the X-Men universe, where they're like, we'll change enough so people... Because I'm sure... Look, again, though, there's been 5 other ones, and people vaguely remember all of them.
Yes.
You know, who was the villain in 3? Nobody really remembers. So I think it's a case of give people the elements that they remember. Bumblebee talks with the radio, and he's yellow, he's Volkswagen, he's a brave little soldier, and Optimus Prime, and it's the 80s, and then they'll quietly shovel the rest of them into a pit.
I keep watching that clip on YouTube of the fight with Blitzwing.
Yeah.
I think it's so good. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's really good. Because it should just be that.
Yeah.
Why isn't it that?
You could have not gone and watched it for free.
I really could have.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it. I thought it was good. But like that and the Cybertron stuff,
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, that doing a fully Cybertron movie,
Yep.
like that's a $250 million movie.
For sure, yeah.
But
yeah.
do it. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to watch...
Death Wish is a fascinating addition onto this list.
Well, we talked about it there's 2 videos on my channel of the biggest box office bombs and hits of the
Which
year.
was this?
I can't remember, Mason.
It cannot be.
Actually, I don't even know whether it came up.
Can't
I
be a
think it
hit,
did.
surely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's...
Well, look, who doesn't want to watch Bruce Willis sleepwalking through another movie where he's an indestructible tough guy?
he doesn't.
He doesn't want to watch it at all. No, that's true.
So I guess... Tomb Raider, I think maybe if I'd have seen it more recently, I probably would have maybe given it to Tomb Raider. Because I think probably Tomb Raider and Bumblebee are probably comparable, except for that opening stuff in Bumblebee.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
But he didn't yell open the tomb. So it's Bumblebee,
it's Bumblebee, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. What about this one, Mason? Best non-sequel or reboot?
Okay. Well, obviously Skyscraper.
Yes. Terrible film. The Meg?
Not a good film.
No.
I feel a bad film.
Which is better, The Meg or Skyscraper?
I think the Skyscraper is a better film
Yes.
because it is.
Because it doesn't have a giant shark in
The
it.
Meg's not even that big.
It's not. I mean, it's
not
big,
even that big.
But there's 2 Megs.
You can kill it with a torpedo.
Oh yeah, spoilers for anything we talk about.
There's 2 Megs. There's
Also,
2 Megs.
if we didn't mention a movie that you liked or didn't like, we did it on purpose to annoy you.
Yeah, we did. So yep. So don't bother emailing in to tell us.
Actually, I do want to know. If you've got opinions, I actually genuinely
Yeah,
want to
we'd
know.
actually be
But
good to know.
That being said, we did do it on purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we just want that social media
this
outreach.
interesting. But this is interesting because this list has a couple of movies that I would have liked to have watched, but they're not entirely within the purview of us watching bad comic book superhero
What are we talking
movies.
about here?
We're talking about Bad Times at the El
Yep,
Royale,
I agree.
which has a Hemsworth in it, so it's kind of in the
People
loop.
are like, some people love it, some people are like, eh.
It looks like a Tarantino,
Yeah.
like an homage to Tarantino himself, an homage to all the movies he watched.
Like Smokin' Aces?
Like Smokin' Aces. Or Smokin' Aces 2 Gangsters Ball, or whatever it was called. And Black Klansman, which I would have liked to
Black
watch.
Klansman is incredible.
Yeah,
it's
see, there
so
we go.
good.
Uh-huh.
I spent some time watching some other stuff this week, searching.
Yep, I watched that one. That's a good one.
I really liked. What else? Ready Player One was also a movie they made.
It's a movie that came out, isn't it? Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians is also the kind of the rom-com is making a return, which I think is good. There's definitely a hole in the market for it, and the ones that they've been making, there's this one, there's like All the Boys I Loved Before on Netflix.
Yep.
There's a few other ones that they've made. I've watched a few of them. They're quite good.
Yeah,
like the
right.
good ones are good anyway. Like there's a bit of a throwback. It's like you know what you're
Oh,
getting.
good things are good, are they?
The good things are good. And it's weird that they went away for so long.
Yeah, right.
But I guess Katherine Heigl died and they stopped, or whatever happened to her.
Yeah,
So-
she went to jail.
For crimes against...
She murdered a lot of her co-stars in all her running.
wow.
That's why you don't see Jerry Butler anymore. She murdered him.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Geostorm? Oh, Geostorm did feel like a movie shot in 1997.
It's true.
makes a
They
lot of
just they
sense.
just got offcuts from all these previous movies and they chained them together. Did that come out this year?
No.
Okay. Look, for me, I think it's probably a tie between Upgrade
Oh yeah, that's good.
and Searching.
Okay.
I think
Man, Searching's great. I didn't realize how good it was.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Searching, and it is, again, it's a mystery that is built entirely around somebody looking at their computer, essentially, or calling somebody on FaceTime. There's no scenes that are not on a webcam or on a phone camera.
Because when I heard that when they were making, I'm like, absolutely not.
There's no way anybody could pull that off.
And then because I watched it literally today, and then I told Claire, I'm like, you should watch this. She's like, no, that sounds terrible.
She's watching
I'm
it right
She's
now.
watching it right. She's literally watching it now. I said, look, you'll like it. You should watch it. I'm gonna say Black Klansman though, because Black Klansman just kind of sat with me. I just watched Searching, so I feel like I can't be like,
yeah, that's fair enough.
yeah, but it's definitely up
So
there.
what's so good about Black Klansman? Should I watch it now? I mean, I'm going to.
It's got Adam Driver, and he's great.
Is Topher Grace in it as well?
Yes, he is. He's David Duke.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right. So he did that role. For those people who don't know, David Duke was head of the KKK.
Yeah.
But now he's not legally associated with them or something.
Oh, I
Is
see.
that
Right.
I
He's a
don't know
legitimate. He's a
Anyway.
legitimate politician / businessman.
He
now.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But
Wow, that's a controversial stand to say that a former Grand Wizard of the KKK sucks.
I know you don't like politics in your movies,
Yeah, right.
Mason,
Yeah.
but apparently Topher Grace.
We're going to lose 6 members of our audience.
Topher Grace read. We probably will.
Yeah.
Topher Grace read. No, he recut The Hobbit into one film afterwards because he's like, I just need to do something that's not me being David Duke.
Duke, right. Well, I was just going to say, like, that is a daunting role to take, just to be a real life person who is terrible. Is he? Do you feel he's likable, or like? Is it one of those roles where it's like, okay, well, he's terrible, but
Yeah.
you see his humanity or something like that?
Sure. No, not really.
Okay, that's all right then.
But he's good.
Yeah,
Everyone's
okay.
good. John David Washington is the lead. Laura Harrier, who plays
The Harrier jump jet.
what's her name in Spider-Man's girlfriend in the Homecoming.
Oh, yes.
Liz is in it.
Yeah, right, okay.
It's just really good.
Cool.
Alec Baldwin's in it. I don't even remember that. But there you go.
But I also liked Upgrade as well. It's got a...
I mean, it's not political, which is why it probably appeals to you more.
But again, the best Venom movie we got this year. Do we have an award for... I'm giving out the award for the best Venom movie this year. That the nominations are Venom and Upgrade wins.
by quite a lot.
A long margin. But it for a movie with apparently quite a low budget.
Yeah. Imagine though if it came out after. People would have been like, well, this is the same, it sucks or whatever.
No, I don't think they would.
But it's a good thing it came out first. No, because people would have just been like, well, this is just
Oh,
Venom.
and not watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, I think
really
critically,
watched Venom
I think
anyway.
critically people would have been like, this is the Venom movie we should have gotten. But it's just, and the action sequences look great, and it's innovative, which I think is what I'm looking for this year.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I met him in real life, so
Yeah.
I feel like I can't say anything bad about him because he was very nice.
Yeah,
so even
okay.
if I hated it, who knows?
So
what I'd
yeah,
say.
that's right. There's a tip for you, directors of movies. Just meet us.
I think there
Don't
is-
even have to have a pleasant interaction.
I think there's definitely something in that though,
Yeah, for sure.
because I feel like you see a lot of people who are hobnobbing with celebrities. They're like,
Yep.
they met The Rock, and they're like, I don't want to go on and say Jumanji sucks or whatever because I met him and he was
Yeah, right.
He was nice or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So my plan is to meet as few directors and celebrities as possible, so I can be as mean as I like.
Yeah. Hey, wait, does that count as reboot or sequel?
What?
Jumanji. Did that come out this year?
Didn't come out this year.
Never mind then.
Yeah. What about best horror film, Mason?
Okay, Halloween's in there.
Yep. Clover Hitch Killer. Amazing movie.
Okay.
Sort of more of a thriller.
Cloverfield Paradox. When did that come out?
This year.
That was this year. Okay.
Yeah.
There's some. I think we got into horror movies a little bit.
Well, you know what you've just done then? You put the Cloverfield movie into that came out this year award.
Yeah. Absolutely, we did. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I think they're better than what they used to be, or people are trying harder, or being more creative. Because we also got A Quiet Place, we got Bird Box,
I also think it might be a case of.
beer.
Ooh, hello. Let's crack some brewskis. I think it might more be the function of the entertainment industry is like, what's next? Superhero
Yeah, right.
movies we've got so many, we're exhausting
Yeah.
the marketplace. A lot of people are seeing them, but some people aren't, and maybe we're going to get tired. What's next? Maybe it's horror movies, and they're bringing them up from B movie to the forefront now.
Also, they're cheap. They're really cheap to make, and they make a lot
That's
of money.
true.
Even the bad ones.
Yeah.
Do you see that one that's called Escape Room that's coming out? People go into Escape Room and they're like, this is a real escape room. You have to escape this room.
Oh, you mean like all the Saw movies?
Yeah, but it's called Escape Room.
Nice.
Do you get it?
I feel like the Saw movies inspired escape rooms in real life, surely.
No, because have you ever been to an escape room?
I've never
It's
been to an
like,
escape room.
Look into this telescope and get a key. Find a combination of, I hate this! Why do people like these? I hate them!
Yeah. Would you do like a Mission Impossible escape room?
No, because it's just looking in boxes and opening locks. If it was like
Yeah.
running through a maze and had to kill a man with an axe, that's more of a murder though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not very Mission Impossible. I do a Mission Impossible escape room if I had to see an old lady and bash her and steal a handbag, you know? That'd be my kind of escape room. It's not an escape room. That's just you doing a
Escape rooms are
It's
fun.
just you doing a robbery.
You know the thing I really want to do? There's apparently there's a Star Wars VR experience where you walk through, but you've got all the gear and there's like heat in the room and you walk and you stand on a platform and it rumbles as it takes you up.
Well, I like a nice warm room.
Yeah, so and it's on Mustafar,
Oh.
where you got to retrieve this thing. I can't remember what it's called, but apparently it's amazing. So
Huh.
I've done the
And there's actors involved? Like
no,
people in costumes?
you're with a squad of stormtroopers,
Okay.
but but the people that you go in with, but you can see them as stormtroopers. Like I've done a
Oh, it's a VR. It's
yeah,
a VR,
yeah. I've
okay,
done a
right.
more primitive version of it here. For like I did it as like a
You were a
zombie shooter
caveman.
thing. Yeah, I was a caveman. Yeah, I killed an old woman with a club.
Oh, nice.
But I really want to try it.
Okay. Interesting. This year we got.
I don't hate escape rooms either. They're fine. Sorry, keep going.
Are
It's just not for me.
you afraid of backlash from Big Escape Room?
Yeah,
Big Room.
big room's gonna come in. Yeah,
Big Scape.
Big scape. Yeah.
Interesting. This year we got A Quiet Place, a movie about monsters which will kill you if you make too much
Yes.
noise, and Bird Box about monsters what will kill you
smell
if you look at them and that.
Yeah.
I didn't see Bird Box.
that's what they
That's
say.
why
at
I
the
trailed
start.
off.
It's just one of the situations where they'll get us if we look at them and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wasn't compelled to watch Bird Box.
It's good.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
It's I don't know if I liked it more than Quiet Place. I like the premise until it gets to a certain point where I'm like, I'm not so sold on this.
Now, spoilers for Bird Box because I haven't watched it, but I don't really care to watch it.
Sure.
Is the premise that if you see the thing,
Yeah.
it will cause you to remember all the terrible things about your life and then you kill yourself?
You either
Is
see
that-
the most terrible thing imaginable to you and then you kill yourself. Yeah, it's
Right.
kind of like, remember The Happening? It's
Yes.
like that, but not as funny.
Right. But apparently this was written before the happening. The book that's based
Oh,
on was
yes.
written before the happening, I believe.
So that means he stole it, did he?
M. Night Shyamalan.
yeah.
Look, I'm not saying one way or the other.
It sounds like you're saying that. But if we met him in real life and he was very nice.
We'd say that definitely Bird Box stole all his ideas. A couple of movies that I didn't see Suspiria, but I did see the original
I
Suspiria
don't want
this
to watch
year.
Suspiria.
You don't want to watch it?
No.
Why not? Is it too grim and
I
gross?
just don't give a shit.
That's fair.
I didn't see Hereditary, which everybody loved, but I read the synopsis because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get to the cinemas to see this.
Yep.
And
Okay.
it sounds really terrifying.
Yeah,
Apparently
okay.
People love it.
Yeah, but we must give away an award here. Best horror movie.
I'm going to get, it's not really the Clover Hitch Killer, but I'm going to say that. Also, Halloween is in there as well.
Okay, yeah.
Did you see The Nun?
I didn't see The Nun.
Yeah.
I saw posters for The Nun.
Apparently Overlord's very good.
That
which
was
I
one of the
haven't
movies
seen.
I was going to get to, but I didn't get to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, they
Look,
did Slender Man this year.
Yeah.
Apparently Unsane is quite good. It's filmed on
Wow.
all
I've only got
iPhones or
I've got
whatever.
like 8 things on this list.
Oh, no, I just Googled it.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Look, of the 2 horror movies I saw this year, Halloween and A Quiet Place, I'm going to give it to...
Goosebumps 2.
A Quiet Place did have that very Michael Bay-ish ending. Do you remember?
Yeah, it really did.
She racks that shotgun. It's
Yeah.
like it's bloody
Yeah.
attack time.
I'm going to say Clover Hitch Killer, even though it's technically probably not a horror movie. But I don't care. Do you know why?
There are no rules to this?
There are no rules.
You
or
just said there were rules to this.
There's no rules or consequences, Mason.
yeah,
It's not
okay.
like killing an old woman in a maze.
I'm going to give it to Halloween. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay, fair
It
enough.
was
I
not
mean,
the
it's
great-
the Force Awakens of fucking
Yeah,
Halloween
you know it
movies,
is. Yeah,
Mason.
yeah.
But it's better than H2O.
You know what? I'm giving it to that solely for the scene where what's her name? She's
Jamie Lee Curtis.
no, the other one.
Judy
daughter.
Greer.
Judy Greer is like, I can't just, I
yeah, that
can't
was
do
great.
it, I can't shoot. And then Michael Myers makes an appearance. She's like, just kidding, and she shoots
Shot.
him. Yeah.
But she misses.
yeah,
He definitely gets away.
it's it staggers me that in movies like this, where people seem to be aware of the tropes of the murderers.
Yeah.
Just shoot him 10 times.
Her plan-
He's so slow. You have time to reload.
Also, your plan is bad. Your cage house that you go room to room and lock the doors.
Yeah.
Also,
You know what? A lot of the plan is bad, but I think the tension worked in this.
Yes.
And it was good. It was good to fun to see some podcasters be killed
And-
because they're our rivals.
Yeah, agreed. Also, get rid of your mannequin room.
Yeah, that was weird.
What are you doing? Next up, we've got video game movies. There was probably an animated Resident Evil movie this year, because there always is.
Rampage
I didn't
was
see-
this year?
Rampage and Tomb Raider.
It was just the two.
Yep.
I watched.
Slow year.
I watched on Netflix some of Assassin's Creed.
I
and then
started
switched it
that
off
as well.
because it's not good
It's
or interesting.
really dull.
It's dull. It's so dull.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
But did you? I think I watched up to where he was in a cell. Because he was a little boy and he escaped a murder.
Here's the thing. I couldn't tell you where I watched up to because I tuned out almost instantly because it was not compelling. I don't know. He went into the past a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then he met some people
I
in
did
the
not
prison.
get that far.
And who cares?
I reckon I got 4 minutes in.
Zero interest. I couldn't tell you about any of the characters in the past or the future.
Yep.
Who cares?
I liked
Anyway,
it.
that movie came out last year, I think. At
it's-
least, or 2016
Yeah,
maybe.
but it's Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah, it's Tomb Raider, yeah.
Yeah.
But Rampage was a big old nothing, I feel. Until
Yes.
I've seen it here, I've forgotten it existed. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was bad.
Yeah, I maybe 2019 is the year when we get a genuinely good.
Mason, I've fallen into that trap before.
Yeah, I said maybe. You said definitely either Assassin's Creed or whatever the other one was.
Warhammer.
Warcraft. Would either of those, one of those would be great, and you were burned so hard.
Okay, let me just check what's coming out next year just quickly. Even though we're
Okay.
going to do an episode on stuff coming out next year.
all right. Please let me know.
Video game movies 2019. Altered Beast.
Oh, really? Based on the
It says
Genesis
announced.
/ Mega Drive classic.
Okay, you know what? Pokemon Detective Pikachu. But I don't really think that counts.
I don't think that counts either.
Apparently there's an Assassin's Creed 2, but that's definitely not happening. Angry Birds the movie 2. Apparently the first one was alright. I can't do this.
I'm excited for Altered Beast.
Yeah. There's probably...
James. Rise from your grave.
Power up.
There we go. Nice. They're both things from the
Welcome to your doom.
all from the
Shit
game, Altered
not
Beast.
a good game.
I liked it.
A few years ago I clocked it.
Did you really?
Yeah, guess what happens at the end?
Turn into a different wolf?
Can't remember.
All right. I feel you turn into there's two wolves.
No, you turn into a muscular man and then a wolf or a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they rebooted it in on PlayStation 2 and it was a military experiment or something.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Apparently wasn't good.
Man. I remember shooting a lot of eyeballs in that. Just giant floating eyeballs in that game.
Welcome to your doom.
Rise from your grave. Anyway.
Best streaming.
Annihilation came out this
Yep,
year.
it's that. But also we've got Bird Box. Cargo, the Martin Freeman zombie one. I guess it's also a horror movie.
Didn't see that.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before, I mentioned earlier.
Mowgli.
Mowgli. which I
Ballad of
quite
Buster
liked.
Scruggs.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but that's
I like
good,
that.
right?
I like that. No, that's receiving very mixed reviews from.
But you liked it.
I liked it. Yeah.
No one cares, Mason, what you think.
I know that's true.
Streaming's getting better. Or worse. Or
Yeah.
both. I think streaming is just becoming movies, where some are good and some are not.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I think.
I love when movies go to streaming. I can just watch them at home. I don't have to deal with some idiot in my
Yeah.
chair.
That being said, though, I think I would
Other
have.
than Claire.
Yes. Claire, get out of the chair. James is on the warpath. He's going to ask you nicely to get out of the chair, or he's just going to stare at you while you're in the chair, and he's going to leave and do something else. I think I would have enjoyed and been more engaged with Annihilation had I seen it on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I think it just got a US release, and then most of
Yes.
the rest of the world it was on
yeah.
streaming. But I think it deserved a bigger screen.
Visually interesting.
Yeah.
Fair call.
But I also feel like it followed the Alex Garland formula of a weird other entering into the real world.
Oh, yeah.
And is that his thing now?
Ex Machina.
It's
I don't
like
know.
Ex
Well, isn't this
Machina.
based on a book or something?
It is based on a book. Yeah,
Did he steal it from M. Night Shyamalan
I think he
also?
definitely did. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
He's our best mate.
Just in terms of watching a funny little streaming thingamajig,
Yeah.
I really like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Which
Okay.
I mean, I can't say it obviously, but with a bit of
Scruggs?
practice, Scruggs, the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I'm going to have to watch that. But every time I go to watch it, I'm like, I feel like I have to concentrate on this. So I don't watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like these. And I think a lot of people go into it expecting it to be interconnected.
Yeah.
But it's just a bunch of...
Vignettes.
It's some vignettes that
Some
could all be
vinaigrettes.
set. They could all be set in the same time period, or they could be a decade apart.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's good fun.
Because wasn't it going to be a series of short films or something initially, or something, or a TV series or something? Did we talk about
It
that?
may
or
have been. I
something?
believe the Coen brothers wrote many of the stories like over the span of many years. So
okay.
I don't think they knew what they just apparently just get together and write little Western stories, and maybe they didn't know what they were going to do with them
Cool.
until Netflix. So
I'm gonna have to watch it.
I think this is a good vehicle for that. What do you think of Mowgli?
I
overall?
thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. That movie
Yeah.
is, to me, quite good, if not great.
So what are we giving the award to?
I'm going to say Annihilation, but you can say a different thing.
That's true, we can, because there's no rules.
There are
we
some
can
rules.
give out 2 copies of Dark Knight 3. So what if we look? Let's talk to DC.
Have we been deciding on the same things up to this point? I don't know.
know.
I don't remember.
Again, there are no rules to this. Maybe we should. Okay, from this point forward, we have to come to a consensus. From this point forward,
I haven't seen the one you said.
that's true.
And you haven't seen the Jungle Book or whatever, but I didn't say that one.
Hmm.
Say that one. Anyway, I'm going to say Annihilation. You're saying a different thing.
Okay, cool, nice.
But now we have to decide. Best TV show. I've got 4 here, but you might have more. Westworld, Better Call Saul, Handmaid's Tale, The Good Place.
Ooh, tough call. I mean, The Good Place is right up there for me.
Yeah.
What else came out? Atlanta came out this year, I think. Was that?
I haven't
2018?
finished the season yet.
That's good. That's a
Yeah.
good show. Boy.
But what NCIS are we up to?
We're up to NCIS. One of the guys on it was sexually harassing somebody on his new
that's
show.
right, yeah.
That's what we're up to.
Cool.
Uh,
That's so cool. Apparently The Americans is amazing.
Yeah.
Barry's apparently amazing.
I nearly bought Barry for Christmas for myself, but then I didn't. I'll do it tomorrow.
Matt, if you wait a year, you mention it on the show, and then I might buy it for you for next Christmas.
Oh, that's so exciting. That's very good. Altered Carbon came out this year.
That was okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I really want to finish The Americans. I only got like 6
Yep.
episodes in.
Oh boy, when did it...
Sharp Objects apparently very good.
Yep. I
Glow?
think I prefer... Yeah, I like Glow.
I liked Maniac too.
I like Maniac as
People
well.
liked Haunting on Hill House.
In many ways...
BoJack.
BoJack Horseman was great this season.
The Marvelous Miss Maisie. The Bodyguard. The Terror's quite good.
Yep. It's a good question.
Saturday Night Live, get out of here.
As
What are you
if...
talking about?
I really liked Atlanta, but I think I enjoyed the first season, which I think came out last year more than I enjoyed the second
Okay,
season.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take that out of the running, even though I think it's a great show.
I quite liked American Vandal this year as well.
Yep. Castlevania came out this year.
I have not watched that yet.
That's all right.
Or people loved Making a Murderer. Was that
Yeah,
even
yeah.
this year? I have no idea.
Let me think.
Do people like the new seasons of House of Cards? I don't think they did.
So for me, it's a tie between The Good Place and Westworld, I think.
Okay.
Both of which are series that evolve over the course of different seasons. Like they almost become a different show
Yeah.
over the course of the different seasons.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to say The Good Place because I think it's more consistent.
Yep.
Though Westworld had some very high points, including the Native American dude figuring out what was going on episode.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was one of the best episodes of TV I watched this year, I think.
Yeah, right.
What are you going to say?
And also, Westworld had that episode where everybody gets machine gun.
Yeah, that was good. Was that
pretty
last
good.
year or this year?
That was the end of last year and the start of this year, I
Still
feel.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Do we have to decide on the same thing?
I don't think we do. But
Okay, Good Place.
yeah, I'm going to also go with The Good Place.
So I quite like Better Call Saul. And a lot of things this year.
God, TV's like the new movies.
It is. You can watch it.
Yeah.
What about worst TV show? I've got nothing on my list, but I wrote probably that Zach Braff podcast one.
Was that a TV series or a movie?
It's a TV series.
Really? Did that get a full run?
I think it did.
Please look into that.
I
Let me
will
know.
right now while you're reading some others that we've got
Okay,
here.
let's see. Bad TV series this is Walking Dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it, but yes.
Doctor Who.
I'm like, yeah,
The
whatever.
Netflix's series is...
Which ones?
Luke Cage, Iron Fist. I think there was an improvement this
don't think
year.
they're that bad.
I'm going to say Jessica Jones. Did that come out this year, season
Yeah.
2?
Yep, yeah.
That was a real letdown for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I don't think it's the worst thing I've seen this year, but it was just the highs of the first one. I think they were just like, give her more issues to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. And they did. She didn't learn
They
anything.
really ham-fisted it, I feel.
So I
that
was
one.
just laughing to myself here because the first result for Zach Braff podcast series is, it's on the USA Today, Alex Inc. It's called Alex Inc. review. Zach Braff's podcasting sitcom is a nightmare.
Oh boy, a nightmare. That's interesting. Could we click on that for me, will you? Could you give me an example of that? But I think it's a big call for me to be like, Luke Cage and Iron Fist season 2 were better than Jessica Jones season 2. But that's the universe we live in. When's 2018 going to be over, James?
I'll tell you what, soon.
I mean, it's already over. Happy
some.
New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Happy
for
New
some,
Year,
yeah.
obviously.
While speaking on radio and podcasts, people sometimes slip into a register known as vocal fry.
Yep.
Their lowest possible speaking tone, this is the review, that can sound unnatural or creaky. It can be grating, rasping sound that ruins the experience of listening. Is that a thing? Anyway,
Yep.
Zach Braff's new podcast-centric sitcom, Alex Inc., is like vocal fry come to life.
Oh, that's a reviewer who learned a
Scathing.
fact that week and decided to incorporate it in a review,
Yeah.
regardless of
Are
whether
you
it
familiar
applied
with
or
this
not.
vocal fry?
Yes.
Are people like, because they do the voice and they're like, and he was murdered, and they thought it was an open and shut case, but actually it was a series of 8 to 10 podcast episodes where at the end...
Sponsored
we
by
don't know.
BlueApron.com.
Yeah, where at the end we don't know.
Yeah.
Because you would know, because you just Google who did it.
That's right. Yep. I'm going to say Jessica Jones for me. Daredevil, I feel, maintained a consistent level of quality. I enjoyed that.
I agree with you on that, Mason.
Did you watch Daredevil season 3?
No.
There
I
we
watched
go.
half of it, and it was
Okay,
good.
great. Mm-hmm.
Most underrated movie.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'm ready.
Is it Tomb Raider?
No.
Is it Mowgli?
No.
I think it is.
Okay, then.
Mowgli's good.
All right.
I'm going to shout
Was it
about Mowgli.
underrated, though? Was it
Yeah,
just...
people hated it.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Better than the other one.
Yep. I was Teen Titans Go to the Movies. That's what came out this year.
Okay.
Okay, on the list, Overlord. Didn't
Haven't
see
seen it.
Haven't seen it. Mandy, which is the Nicolas Cage.
Apparently that's
This might be
amazing.
overlooked.
Yeah.
This is a list of overlooked movies,
Sure.
I feel.
Isn't underrated? Isn't it the same thing, Mason?
I guess so, that's true.
What are you doing? What's
Sorry.
next?
Ballad of Buster Scruggs is on there again.
You like
I
that
feel
one?
yeah, but I feel like that's not underrated or overrated. I feel like
People-
you're either going to
yeah.
like it or you're not, and I completely understand if you wouldn't like it because it's
Yeah.
again it's vignettes. It's
Yeah,
not going
right.
to go anywhere.
Cool.
You know, these characters are there and then they're gone. Game Night underrated.
I think people like that, didn't they?
I think universally liked, but again, not well watched. I don't think.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm going to say Mowgli.
Mowgli. Okay, all right. I'm going to agree with you because I didn't see any of these.
You saw Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I did see that,
But
yeah.
you also said it doesn't count or something.
I did
You
see
can tell
that.
Rob Collins that, Mason, because he put the list together. Some of
Thanks,
it.
Rob.
We kind of did half and half, but
Yep.
he made the form, which I appreciate. This is that came out this year?
I'm ready.
Award. Here we go. We said Cloverfield Paradox, which is
Yep.
good.
Red Sparrow came out
yeah,
this
Red
year.
Sparrow.
Super Troopers 2
Two,
came out
yep.
this year.
Black Panther. Because it was February. That's more of a like, there was February, and you're like, oh yeah, that was this year.
right.
And
Feels like a million years ago.
Yeah, and Ready Player One, which I
Yeah.
instantly forgot about. I also think Jurassic World 2, like that. Whoa, that was this year.
I feel that. No, see, Ready Player One is not good, but I definitely recall it coming out this year.
Fair point.
It's definitely the thing that I said, which I've immediately forgotten.
Yeah.
Cloverfield Paradox. There we go.
Okay,
I
fair
think a
enough.
testament to the fact that we said it 30 seconds ago and I
Yes.
already forgot it existed is very much a good sign
I mean,
that.
it's streaming as well. It's like
Yeah, right.
I forget when stuff comes out on streaming because I was like, oh, I should put Gerald's Game on this list. It came out last year.
Right.
So anyway,
Yeah, and look, I think for me it is, and I'm aware Red Sparrow came out this year. I think
I couldn't.
I'm a little bit surprised. I'll be honest. Okay, it's up there.
The only reason I know Cloverfield Paradox came out this year because it was at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the only
uh-huh.
reason I know.
Okay.
This is one of people's favorites. What's ours? Best movie where the game was on.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
I'm ready.
explain the game was on.
So this is an award we give. It's our signature award.
Yep.
It's our pièce de résistance. Our piece of piss. It's for the movie that most
It's a
ham-fisted
frozen shard of piss.
through the eye of the viewer, and it's the most ham-fisted attempt to set up a sequel or a franchise.
Yeah.
It's named after the movie Dracula Untold, which is a medieval fantasy adventure movie, which then fast forwards to the modern day,
Yep.
where everything's completely different, and clearly they wanted to continue these movies as
Yeah.
a franchise. But
And they did in a different franchise.
yeah, did The Mummy come out this year? When
It
did
came out last year because it won last year.
It did win last year.
So at the end of Dracula Untold, Charles Dance says, who was a character murdered earlier in the show,
reemerges as just a regular businessman and says, "Let the games begin."
Yeah, but we took it as the game is on, and so that's why it's called the game.
That's
is
why
on.
it's called that on. Yeah. Tomb Raider be in there, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because she gets the two guns. She's
Yeah.
like, oh,
and I feel like this is sometimes misinterpreted.
yeah,
We're not going to give it to a Star Wars.
no.
It's not just any attempt to be like, here's a movie coming, here's a sequel coming up on the horizon.
I think Solo's an exception though.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Solo was supposed to be more than one Solo.
Yes, and it was meant to set up, okay, well, you like the origin of Solo. Well, here's more Solo adventures.
What about Darth Maul?
What about Darth Maul? What about Obi-Wan Kenobi? There's going to be one of those as well.
Yeah.
But it's not an attempt to, it's not a Star Wars sequel where everybody's clamoring to see the finale. It's, hey, do you want to see everything that happened in between here and A New Hope? Bearing in mind the main character cannot die.
Yeah.
So,
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
So also it's kind of tough because something like Venom was a very ham-fisted attempt.
Oh, so bad.
But we're gonna get one. So does it qualify?
Yeah, give me the other options and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Whether...
Solo, The Predator.
Oh, no, you know what? Don't give me any more options. Provide them once I've said what I have to bloody say, I've said what I have to say, you can say the rest of them. But anything that ends... This is like Independence Day Resurgence, which ends with like them going, hey, we can go to this place and get cool new weapons, and then we're going to kick some alien ass. Anything that could reasonably be construed as we're going to go kick some alien ass.
Yeah.
I think. And in this one, somebody just a regular dude accidentally puts on a big predator fighting predator suit with big, weirdly balanced giant predator cannons on it. And it looked so stupid. And just... That's not the point of the Predator. It's not the point. The idea isn't we get a whole bunch of cool lasers and then we go shoot the Predators on our own terms. The point is the very idea of the Predator is that human beings versus the Predator are seriously outgunned and outskilled.
Yeah.
That's not what this franchise is about. And to be like, yeah, it's just going to be it's just going to be a weird CGI man in a robot suit shooting at predators with giant lasers.
And it was clearly...
Who cares?
It was clearly added late in the day.
Yeah, right.
Because have you seen there's on-set footage of a bunch of predators on a tank with all the human guys, presumably going to fight the
bigger predator.
Or whatever.
Right,
It's a horrible film,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about later more in depth. There's also apparently 2 robot dog movies this year, and one or both of them has the biggest Gamers On moment ever.
Really?
But I haven't seen
Which
either.
movies are those?
One's called like K9 or PAX or I don't know.
I don't. They don't count.
Okay. So I think the award also has to go to a movie where it's not getting a sequel.
Yeah.
I think I think the Venom tanked could have been up there, but even if it did as badly as the Predator did, it's still the Predator.
Yeah, right.
Because that was just awful. And they because there was also that real sense of like, huh?
Yeah. This is what you want, isn't it? Yeah. This is what you guys want. You just want it looked like the Monster Energy drink of battle suits. You know what I mean? It was all just neon and lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that.
I don't mind a Monster Energy drink from time to time.
I won't do it. It's
Okay,
poison.
that's all right. I understand.
Yeah.
It's natural ginseng.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Next up is
Wait, were there any other options there?
No, that's it. What have you got on your list? There might be Collings might have put more in.
Okay, no, I don't know. I'll have a quick look.
I can actually have a look too, Mason.
This is divided into 9 pages, so it's kind of
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's Halloween the Predator. Oh, Halloween. Because there was breathing at the end.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like that.
If it's a good movie, can you? Does it count?
Yeah, if it's ham-fisted enough.
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
I feel like that is a fairly common trope
That's
of a
just
horror
like
movie. Is that every horror movie ends with the bad guy still probably alive.
Fair enough.
So I also feel like with a Venom.
Venom.
Venom. I feel like even if that movie did tank, there's always going to be some sort of continuation somewhere along the line.
Yes.
Whether it be a reboot or just put him in the Spider-Man movie or what have you.
Yeah, right.
You know, it doesn't feel as much of a dead end as like, this franchise that is only really movies. Just
Yep,
Predator
yep.
movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this one
yeah.
was garbage.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's the Predator?
I think it is, yeah. Look, I can't think of anything worse. Nothing worse comes to mind.
No. It's one of those things where it's almost indescribable in a way because I often don't know who's going to win until I see it. And then
Yes.
I'm like, oh, it's that.
Yep.
Like last year with The Mummy, I'm like, oh, it's definitely The Mummy. And I can't wait till it's The Mummy again in a couple of years.
Yep.
either.
Uh-huh.
Or Bride of Frankenstein or whatever they're doing. Okay, best comedy.
Look,
Game Night.
I like Game Night a lot.
Me too. Deadpool 2, Blockers. There's
Yep.
also the movie where a guy cuts his dick off. It's a Netflix movie.
Huh.
was
You sure
pretty
that isn't
funny.
Blockers?
It's not. It's got some of the people from Blockers.
Shoppers?
Tag, which I
I
thought
didn't see Tag, but I
did,
should. It was
and
one. And?
I didn't. It was kind of mean and dumb. And it was kind of like,
Mean towards who?
well, there's a bit in it. And look, I truly believe in comedy. You can say whatever you
I
want.
truly believe in comedy as well.
Me too. Both of us do.
yeah.
But there's a bit where, because Jeremy Renner's so good at tag, he's never been tagged. So he gets his fiance to fake a miscarriage.
Oh, boy.
To get out of the. And look.
Is
and
this-
and that,
is
and
this-
that probably hits a bit too close to home for me, obviously.
Yeah, right,
For
uh-huh.
the reason I've talked about before. But I still think you can joke about things like that. But I'm like, this is. I don't know, man.
Is this so? This is loosely based on a real group of friends. I wonder if that really happened.
I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah, I think the real story, because I've seen clips of like these guys, like a mini kind of documentary about them, and they're just like 50-year-old dads just following each other around the country or whatever, and
Yeah, right.
tagging
uh-huh.
each other. So,
Okay, yeah, right. It's less action packed than you'd think.
Yeah, but I think that's also interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think maybe the documentary would be
I thought it was okay. I didn't love it.
Okay.
Crazy Rich Asians was pretty funny in parts.
okay.
as well.
I feel Game Night was really solid. I didn't watch Blockers, but I have been watching just John Cena interview video clips on
He's
YouTube.
very funny.
He's very funny and charming.
Yeah. He's the new The Rock.
Yeah. I think maybe he is.
Yeah.
I didn't I didn't give him enough credit because I think the first
Did you see like the Marine?
the Marine exactly
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of. He just looked like some meathead dude
Yeah.
being like, "Hey, other meathead dudes, this is what you like. Here
Yeah.
we go." And I
think the turning point was Trainwreck, which I haven't seen.
yes, he's in that, isn't he? Yeah.
Apparently, I've seen some clips of him in that, and he's very funny.
Yeah.
It's for me. It's either Game Night or Blockers. It's
Yep.
probably Blockers, I think. Though.
Cool, man. All right, I'm going to check out Blockers.
Cool. You should,
Nice.
Mason.
I'm
You're
gonna.
gonna pick Game Night.
Yes.
Oh, Deadpool 2 was funny in parts. Best villain, Mason.
Oh, here we go.
Claw.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably it.
Keep going though.
Killmonger.
Good, but I mean, what? How are you? How do you judge a villain? I guess is my question.
Engagement. Whether I would be engaged to them.
All right. You'd
And
be
this one
engaged
I
to
would.
Claw? Yeah.
Yeah, both. Or Killmonger.
Yeah.
But he'd probably shoot me. But
For sure. Yeah.
yeah. The Drago brothers. They're not brothers. But
They're kind of the Drago. See, they're compelling though, aren't they?
they are. They
And
really are.
that's
They're a unit.
yeah. See, and I guess that's I think we've kind of covered the breadth of villainy here because we've got like
Cartoonish.
we've got cartoonish. Well, even more cartoonish. We've got like Juggernaut from Deadpool 2.
Oh, yeah.
who's very much just a cartoon monster of a character, and then we've got Claw, who's like a villain you want to succeed even though he's the worst person in the world.
Yep.
And then we've got the Drago brothers.
Yes. And Killmonger, who's got a point.
He's got a point, and
Yeah.
and the Drago brothers who were started out as like cartoon villains in the 80s, or
Yeah.
Drago started as a cartoon villain in the 80s, and now he's this character who's got depth and sadness and a
I
trailer.
wanted to see much more of him.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I've also got Thanos.
Yep.
Yeah. Michael Myers, who you have problems with. Because is he running or is he not
Is he running or he must be running?
He's running. He was definitely running in the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a tough one.
Is that all
you
we
kind
had
of
there?
turned me around on... There's probably more on the list.
I'll find
You've
the list.
kind of turned me around on the Drago thing, though. Like, I was like, yeah, I liked them, but I think you might be right. For me, at least. I mean, people like Killmonger, right?
They do. It's
I
true.
like Killmonger.
Okay, here we go. Right. Okay, Claw.
Yep.
Killmonger.
Yep.
Kingpin into the Spider-Verse.
Not bad.
Yep. Somebody on the Great Mates group suggested we could do Best Kingpin this year. An award for
Okay.
Best Kingpin. Because we've got D'Onofrio and we've got
It's the Spider-Verse one.
Liev Schreiber.
It's definitely the Spider-Verse one then.
Yeah, I find him...
I
Oh,
like the comic book version of him.
I kind of
like
do
the
as
other
well.
one too,
I feel
but-
he's more... I feel the comic book version is the ideal version because we've got... I feel like the version in Spider-Verse is more he feels like a down and dirty mobster. Where I feel like the comic book version, which I enjoy the most, is kind of cultured and sophisticated.
Yeah,
and he's kind of above it all.
And he's a brick.
Exactly. Okay, we got Drago, the Drago brothers. Collins has put in Peter Quill here. Star-Lord from Avengers: Infinity War. Walton Goggins from Tomb Raider.
Wally Goggins.
Doesn't say open the tomb as he does in the trailer, so he's out.
He's also put Grindelwald.
Grindelwald, yeah.
Definitely not.
No.
Controversial choice.
Yeah. So for me, it's a choice between Claw and the Drago brothers.
Claw's fun, isn't he?
He is fun.
But I feel like I should say Killmonger, but I don't want to.
Okay, well that's how most awards are won, I think. I should go with this guy's a better actor, but I don't want to. So
I mean, he got real buff and everything. But so did Dragos, the Drago brothers.
They got so buff.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to the Dragos.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm going to go with Claw just because he seems to be enjoying himself a lot.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's a guy... He's a guy who's in the moment and he's loving it.
I understand that. I appreciate that.
He didn't... I think if either of the Drago brothers lost their arm... They just fall into a pit of sadness. But this guy gets a robot arm with a gun in it, just keeps on rolling.
Makes a playlist.
Keeps on rolling, baby.
Really
you know
does.
what time it is.
Yeah. I know what time it is, Mason. It's time for Best Comic.
Okay.
This is some of my choices, but you probably have some of your own.
Okay, I'm ready.
The Darth Vader comic.
Yep.
I haven't been big on the Earth 1 series, but I really like the Green Lantern one. Did you read that?
No.
You should. It's really good.
Okay, go
I know Black Hammer's been running for a while, but my favourite one of those is
Dr. Star.
Did you read Dr. Star?
No, I'm way behind on the whole bunch of stuff.
You can read that whenever.
Okay.
Mr. Miracle has been great.
That's a good one, yeah.
And it's only 2 in, but Terminator Sector Wars is
What's
cool.
that about again?
It's
Refresh my
set at
memory.
the same time as 1984. The original Terminator's on the different side of town or whatever. It's only 2 in. I can't.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay,
It
great.
cannot be judged.
Okay.
And I've been reading a bunch of stuff. I've been catching up a bunch of stuff this week, but I feel like I need to kind of let it marinate a bit more.
You got to get that.
What about you? What have you been reading this year?
Hang on, I'll check my Comixology.
Please do, Mason. I'll see what else Collins has on this list.
I don't think he's got that one.
No, he does.
Oh, does he?
Best comic. Black Hammer, Dark Knight Metal. Haven't read that.
that started out, I feel strong, and descended into idiocy very quickly.
Doomsday Clock. I don't know at this point.
Nobody remembers it. Dark Knight's Metal also, I feel like the spin-offs were just grim and awful for no reason.
For what, sorry? For Dark
Knight's Metal,
okay,
yeah.
Cool. Doomsday Clock, I just said, didn't I? Because
You
nobody
did.
remembers it.
Yep.
I just said it twice. Go Power Rangers.
Didn't read it.
Kill or Be Killed.
That one's great. Yep.
The Mighty Thor.
Yeah.
I haven't read that. Monstrous. Saga. Rise of the Black Panther. I just downloaded this because I saw it. Transformers Lost Light.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So I want to read that. X-Men Red. And on here, Winter Dark, our good friend Pete Ford's comic.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I recommend that if people want to download that and want a good old independent comic. Definitely check that out. What about you, Mason? What do you got?
Look, Black Hammer's been solid for a really long time. And I think maybe Mr. Miracle's my fave of the year.
Very good.
Yeah.
I really like the Doomsday episode. Dark Side episode.
Yeah. Issue?
Episode. Man, I got none of that right, did I?
Do you want to start it again? We'll pretend it didn't happen. Okay.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dr. Star, though.
Okay, cool. I've not gotten into that, which is interesting because I really like Starman, and it seems to be very heavily based on that. So.
I probably would like Starman then.
Yeah, right.
It's a bit Green Lantern. It's good. What are you going to say then? They said it didn't.
Mr. Miracle,
didn't
I sure did.
Good on you, Mason.
Do you want to start this whole award again?
Nah.
Okay then.
Maybe
I'll like Dark Knight 3: The Master Race, which came out several years ago.
What about this? Best movie that you didn't think was great?
Okay, so from a series of movies that...
Yeah, so it could still be good.
Yep.
But
let me find this. Give me some options here.
I don't think it's on the list. Well, I've only got one.
Okay.
I just put Black Panther.
Okay.
Because I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
Right.
But I didn't think it was great.
Okay, best movie...
Mostly because he had an indestructible suit.
Best movie that I didn't think was great, Bumblebee.
Yep, fair.
I feel.
That's a very
because
good
it's
example.
well made and it's well written.
Yep.
And the effects are great.
It's got some really high highs in it.
Yeah, and it's well produced and everybody does a good performance. I liked all the supporting cast for the most part, except for maybe the kid.
Sorry, go on.
The kid, maybe.
Yep. There's a fight he has with Blitzwing.
That's
Which I
great.
keep
Which you
watching on
mentioned.
YouTube.
Keep mention it constantly.
It's great.
And it really evokes the 80s in a good way and not
Yes.
an overpowering way necessarily.
Except for the kid's like, that was radical.
Yeah, the kid. I think Haley Steinfeld's good in it,
Yep.
and I think it's a good. Like, it's way better than
It's so much
It's way better than the first 5, and I think it will pave the way for, if they're going to do some sequels, to better sequels.
Yep.
But I didn't. It's not my
I think
favorite
you're
movie
right.
ever made.
I think you're right. I
Like,
think
it was
Bumblebee
so
is-
well put together, but I'm not like, yes, I'm going to see that again tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
like, I saw it and I'm done, and I'll see the sequel probably.
Because it's better than just a movie.
Yep.
But it's not quite. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you on
Yeah.
that. I couldn't even think of. I meant to take this one out, but there is actually Collins. Luckily, did put it in. It's best hulking grey CGI villain.
Yeah, right. Who we got this year?
Riot and Juggernaut.
That's right, for sure.
Yeah.
Look, again, Juggernaut. I mean, Juggernaut's at least got a pop of color. He's got that yellow jumpsuit on.
Yep. Fair enough.
And he's not that much of a personality.
Yep.
And he does get blown up in
And
the
he's
butt
not
or whatever.
supposed to be, I guess.
No, that's true, yeah. Did Ryan Reynolds do all the CGI for that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he did all the CGI. Yes.
He programmed it himself.
No, he did the voice. Yeah.
Look, it's got to be... The fact... If you're in an action sequence with a villain...
Yeah.
At the very least, like so many Marvel and DC movies have this, they fall down where it's just Captain America fighting a big CGI grey villain or Wonder Woman fighting a big CGI grey villain. At least you can tell Wonder Woman
Yes.
apart from the grey CGI villain. Venom, you cannot.
No,
it's just a
yeah.
smush of grey taffy. Who cares?
You're right.
Yeah.
They didn't. They could have just made him blue.
Let's make him blue. Or red. Or yellow.
We can't make him red because it's carnage.
Did you make him yellow then?
Make him yellow.
Make him put a big yellow splush on him like he's like a deadly spider.
Agreed.
That would work.
Yep.
And it doesn't even matter which one. I didn't even know it was Riot. I can't tell the symbiotes
I don't know
apart.
any of
So
them. Yeah.
who cares?
Who cares? What about this worst trailer?
Ooh.
I don't know whether this is best or not, but I've put in here the one where Will Smith turns into a bird. But that might be my favorite trailer.
of all time.
Maybe.
What are our options for worst trailer here?
That's the only one I've got here.
Okay,
but
great.
I'll look at the list. What
Okay.
Collins has done.
All right.
What do we got here? Aquaman. A lot of people hated the Aquaman trailer and Shazam. Actually, Captain Marvel's on here. Hellboy got a bit of a kicking, but I don't think it was terrible.
Yeah, I think that is a function of us being jarred by the fact that he doesn't look anything like
Yes,
the Ron
or
Perlman
sound
Hellboy.
like
I think.
him.
I think if you just watch, if you'd never seen a Hellboy movie or the comic book character,
Yeah.
and you just watch that, I think you might be like, oh, that's intriguing.
I just realized as well that he's got Venom on here, and I'm like, well, what about that was bad? And it was bad because it wasn't the first trailer. It didn't look like anything.
And then the second one was everything. It was
Yeah.
the whole movie.
It was also X-Men Dark Phoenix. That did have a trailer, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to that solely because I can't remember there being a trailer at all.
Also, I think it spoils that
What-
Jennifer Lawrence dies in that movie.
All right. I think the primary function of a trailer is to remind you that a movie is coming out soon. And if you forget that it exists,
Yeah.
if it actively erased elements of the movie from your mind.
Also, they put the trailer out, and then the next day they delayed the movie 6 months.
Yeah, that's a bad sign, right?
That's never
Yeah.
good.
No.
So yeah, so I'm gonna give it to that as well.
I had another thought, but I can't remember what it was.
Will Smith is a pigeon
No, it's not that. It's not that at all.
because you remember it. People say that about marketing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Because you remember
you
it.
remember it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll think of it later. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. Did you want to read the list again in case you
Yes,
forget?
yes, if you could.
Aquaman, Captain Marvel, Hellboy, Venom, Dark Phoenix. Remember Venom? It was like, because remember we did that competition where show somebody who doesn't know anything about comic books this,
Yeah,
and tell them to tell you what it was.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like people were like a man possessed, a man having a stroke.
Yeah.
People didn't know what it was.
No, I think it's Venom related vaguely, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I'll think of it later, and we'll add it later.
Great.
Yeah, cool.
You probably won't remember.
I won't remember it, and we won't add it.
Best trailer. For me, there's a couple that I quite liked, including the Spider-Verse trailer.
Yep.
That turned me around on that in a big way. Like, I was like, animated Spider-Man movie. And then I saw that trailer and I'm like, this looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, right.
And it was. It sold what that movie was.
That's true.
And it delivered on that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great trailer. We got here also the Pokemon trailer. I quite like.
Yeah, okay, that turned me around on Pokemon.
Yeah,
As a Pokemon non-fan, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is fun and intriguing.
I don't know the general consensus on Pokemon, that trailer, but I liked
Yep.
it. Bumblebee, yeah. Avengers Endgame was an okay trailer, which showed enough to me.
Yeah, right,
But it wasn't a great trailer. Captain Marvel was pretty good.
Yeah.
Glass, he does the dog run, which I enjoyed.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Godzilla King of Monsters, see some stuff.
Yeah, they've really gone all out to be like, you know what? Just here's all the monsters. Here's all the monsters in this movie.
Yes.
They look great though.
The Lion King. It's apparently it's not a shot-for-shot remake either, the new one. But they are trademarking.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata, which is a actual phrase from Tanzania.
Oh, it means no worries.
Yeah, it is. And I know that because I lived there for 6 months because I'm a man of the world, Mason.
Huh.
I have travelled some.
Yep.
And I bring my worldly experiences to this podcast.
Yes. That's your trouble-free philosophy.
Correct.
Yep.
Mission Impossible Fallout. I don't remember that trailer.
There was a lot of helicopters twirling about.
And he reloaded his arms.
That did have the famous that had the famous arm reload and mustache spontaneous beard growth.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give it to Fallout just for that.
There's also Shazam, Spies in Disguise, which is the Will Smith is a pigeon.
Yes, we know
And
what it
Upgrade.
is.
I'm giving it to Will Smith as a pigeon.
Okay,
What are you
great.
giving it to?
I'll give it to the thing that I said, Mission
That's
Impossible
true,
Fallout. I quite like the Shazam trailer, but at the same time...
I felt it was the kid wasn't the adult. They feel like different people.
Yeah, I guess that's true, yeah. Mhm.
But you can like what you want, Mason.
Yeah.
Next up is Best Dead or CGI De-aged Actor.
Ooh, who
I don't
do we
think-
have this
Was
year?
anybody dead and brought back to life this year? I don't think there was.
No.
So
I mean, I was going to say Jake Johnson in The Mummy, but that was last year.
And no, I meant like an actor who
No,
died.
I know what you mean.
It's still a good joke.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer were for me. Probably.
Was Michelle Pfeiffer de-aged?
Yeah.
Oh, just briefly in a
Briefly in the
flashback.
past,
Okay,
yeah.
right, yeah.
Probably Michael Douglas. That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
that stuff's great. That's
Is there some de-aging in Black Panther? I don't think there is because they use younger actors, don't they, for the past?
Yes, don't they use related actors, maybe?
Yes, they
Yeah.
might. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any de-aging, but I think the advantage is the fact that Michael Douglas has been on screen for decades,
Yeah.
and they could just...
I think also, but advantage would also be casting someone not as well known, because then you're like, what does this guy look like young? Nobody knows.
That's true,
So
actually,
if you fuck up the de-aging of Michael Douglas, people know what he looks like.
Yeah, you will get angry emails you get angry phone calls
From Michael Douglas.
from Michael Douglas, exactly, yeah.
So I'm going to give it to Michael Douglas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about Best Kids Film?
Also, Michelle Pfeiffer doesn't seem to have aged that much at all, really.
I don't think so, yeah.
So she doesn't win, just for the fact that she looks great now.
Also, they do a lot of de-aging on people in general. I was watching Star Wars the other day. I think they're Force Awakens. I didn't finish it. It was fine.
Okay.
It's a good movie. But I think they de-age Harrison Ford in that a little bit.
Do they?
I think there's like a sheen to him.
Do you think there's
There's something else I noticed about that character.
I'm
going
ready.
to make a very short video on it, but it is mind-boggling. When I saw it, I'm like, oh my God.
This is in The Force Awakens?
Yes.
And you don't think this has been covered before?
I don't think it has.
Wow.
And it's the thing
Mr.
that...
Sunday Movies video exclusive
Yeah.
videos every Sunday, Thursday. What do we do on Saturday? Tuesday, Saturday. I don't know.
I got to think, yeah.
Tell me about it
It'll only be a
afterwards.
short video.
Yeah, right.
It's probably not. It's only interesting to me. No one else
Okay,
would probably
alright.
care. Best Kids Film, Spider-Verse.
Do we have any other options there?
There might have been a Shrek this year.
Yeah, mhm.
I don't think there was. They're rebooting
Okay.
Shrek, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Shrek No Kids.
Shrek No Kids with the original cast. Yes.
What about we're gonna bloody speed through this a bit.
Okay.
Best video game. What do you play this year?
I didn't play a lot. I integrated into the video game with Spider-Man PS4. Yeah, so
And
I
it's a
didn't
great game.
Didn't really play anything else. I bought a copy of.
You went on Gamey Game though, right? You
I
played
did,
something
yeah.
for that, didn't you?
No, we played Spider-Man.
Oh, you didn't play anything else?
No,
For that? Okay,
just
fair enough.
watched some trailers. Yeah,
You know what? I don't like Red Dead. I
don't like it.
Nah.
Have you finished it?
Nah.
How much have you played of it?
There's too many cowboys walking on a horse talking about their feelings.
Okay.
And look, the narrative is really interesting, but I think that gameplay is really restrictive, and I don't think like the shooting mechanics are good and translate well, and you accidentally do the wrong button prompts. I'm not the only one who thinks this, but I'm probably going to get shouted out a lot for that because it's an absolute masterpiece, etc.
Right.
But I don't like it.
Is there a lot of micromanagement?
Yes.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Can you?
And you can't there's things like you can't. If you get a pelt, you got to shoot an animal properly with a proper gun.
Oh, otherwise you'll ruin
to
the
damage
pelt.
the pelt, and then you got to put it on the back of your horse, and you got to ride it to a guy, and he whatever.
Sounds awful.
Yeah,
Can you get lots of different kinds of boots?
yeah.
I'm
Probably.
back in.
And hats.
Ooh.
God of War was really good too.
Yeah.
You should play that.
I will.
I played other things, but those are probably the three main.
Did you play
ones.
anything indie? Did you play any little
Yeah,
indie
but
games?
yeah, I can't remember what. It's on
Okay.
my PlayStation, whatever.
Alrighty, yeah, then.
I played that Subnautica for a little bit, which I enjoyed, but stopped playing.
Uh-huh.
I'm playing like a racing game at the moment where it was on the PS Plus for December,
Uh-huh.
and it's basically you got to destroy the other races, but it's not so much a race. It's like survival and stay inside the zone and.
Destruction Derby style.
Can't remember what it's called.
Okay, alright.
It's good.
Well, I'm giving it to Spider-Man PS4.
I think
The
I will
only
too.
game I played this year.
Because it's been so long since they made a good one, and then they made a good one.
They made a really good one.
Yeah.
Good solid stuff.
What about this, Mason? Worst sequel or reboot? Is it Jurassic World 2 or is it The Predator?
It's The Predator.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Do you remember the bit in The Predator where the boy had autism and they wanted his autism?
Yeah, the Predators wanted the autism because that would they would integrate his autism into their species and then
Yep.
they would become the ultimate warriors somehow.
Yes.
It's not how it works.
It's how it works.
Okay, then. Carry on.
It's weird because The Predator is like a fundamental misunderstanding of the characters in the universe and what makes that interesting by the guy who had a big hand in the original Predator.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
If I can preempt this, if I can preempt some of the other categories.
Yep.
If the Predator's in them, it's the worst option. If the award is for the worst thing, the Predator gets it. If it's an award for the best thing, the Predator becomes the bottom of the list. So we can just skip all those. If you're playing along at home, that's how this is going to go. It's not a good movie. It's gotten worse the more I've thought about it.
Yep.
And they hide a pedophile.
Yes, I did.
So,
Knowingly,
yeah.
it seems.
Yeah.
What about this? Best or worst comic book movie?
Uh-huh.
For me, the best is Spider-Verse.
Yep.
And the worst is probably Venom.
Yeah.
And Aquaman somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, considering Venom,
Mm.
we're going in different directions. It doesn't matter. I'm going
different styles.
I'm going in a Moon River direction.
Yes.
I would watch Aquaman a million times over before I watch Venom.
100%,
Yeah.
yes.
Just
Because it was doing things.
It was actually
and they
doing
made
things.
it.
I like some of the Tom Hardy stuff
Yeah.
in Venom.
They cut out most of it apparently.
Yeah, right.
But it's not. What's the best one though for you? Is it
Wait.
Infinity War?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
It's doing top and bottom for this. I've combined them, Mason.
That's pretty good. I think it is just because it's Spider-Verse I did enjoy, and as a standalone I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yep.
But I just think as the penultimate chapter in a
Yeah.
what is I guess a 20 film storyline, the fact that it is good at all is astounding.
You're absolutely right.
And the fact that I thought it was great is
But I also feel that
mind-boggling.
I feel that about Spider-Verse also because
Yeah,
it's
right.
like the 15th Spider-Man.
I guess
movie
that's
and
probably
whatever.
true, yeah. Uh-huh.
But yeah, agree to agree.
Thank
That it's
you.
Spider-Verse. What about the worst special effect?
Ooh, what options do we have there?
The CGI de-aging in Aquaman.
Of Tamara Morrison and Nicole Kidman.
Mostly him.
Yeah,
I don't
Nicole
think she
Kidman
was
again
changed
doesn't
that
seem to
much,
age at all, yeah.
The rubbery bouncing about in Black Panther.
Yep.
Some of Venom, I've just written here.
Some of Venom because I couldn't tell you what was happening or any
Yeah.
of it. Like the biggest effect in that movie is somebody's arm turns into an axe.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I remember that.
I mean, it's the best version of Venom committed to live action film. I think
Yeah, but that's
of the two options.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what are we looking at here?
But
you know?
even it's not. You want the Venom mask forming around his face to be visceral and terrifying or whatever, but it's just not. It's just some pixels molding together.
That's why I liked it.
Oh, cool.
That's why for me it's really good. Like, yeah, like a good movie would be.
Yeah, it's Venom for sure.
What about best hair?
Oh yeah, we got Chris Evans.
We got Chris
in there.
Evans. We got
This includes wigs, I guess.
yes, it does because wigs can be very convincing.
Yep.
Except if you're John Travolta. Tom Cruise, obviously, he's in there
Yep.
every year.
Yeah. Tom Holland had some great hair.
He did. Black Widow, I feel like had good blonde hair. A lot of people on the fence about it. I liked it.
I don't like it.
I like
don't
the
think.
look.
Yeah. Again, I'm a firm believer in her best hair being Iron Man 2.
You're wrong.
All right.
That's where we differ. And
Okay,
that'll
fine.
probably be the end of the podcast.
I think so.
Eventually.
If it's going to end on any note, it's going to be that.
But I think it's Tom Cruise because real hair probably died,
Yeah.
but versatile.
Oh, just generally his hair is quite versatile, right?
I think it does different. It has been. It's been on a journey.
Yeah. Now Chris Evans' hair is a wig, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Captain America's.
But Tom Holland's hair's real, surely.
Yes, it is.
I'm going with Tom Holland. I think that's good hair.
good hair.
It's good hair.
Okay,
it's
cool.
youthful. It's
Yeah.
got some bounce to it.
But see, Tom Holland has a young man's hair, whilst
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is 57, and he's still got that hair.
yeah.
I mean, maybe he's had plugs and whatever, but I
I don't
just
think he
it's
has. I think that's.
It looks
if he
real.
has, that is the best. Those are the best Hollywood plugs. I've
Well,
ever
apparently
seen.
they're all good
Hang on,
now.
I'm going to look up Mission Impossible because I can't recall what his hair's like.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of it's pretty standard for him, but I guess I'm just talking the length and breadth of his career in having hair.
having hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, look at his hair from when he had long hair in that movie about where his dad was dying or whatever.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah, that one.
His dad being.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, exactly. Nah, look, I like his hair generally. He does have good versatile hair.
not his best hair.
It's not his best hair. I don't think it's the best hair this year.
Okay.
It's just
It's no Valkyrie
and
hair.
this is hair that he used. This is the same hair he basically used for
The Mummy?
Jack Reacher Never Go Back, and
Yeah.
the Mummy. You
Yeah,
know,
fair
he hasn't changed it up in a while.
You know what?
It's no better than Henry Cavill's hair in the same movie. You know
You've
what I mean?
convinced me. I'm going to go to Captain America because that is a stellar wig and beard combination.
That is very good.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's
both.
It's tough to carry off the slicked back long hair
Agreed.
beard situation. You know what I mean?
If you think you can do it,
and
you
even
can't.
when it comes askew, it looks good. You know?
Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah, he looks
How does he
great.
do it? Makeup and wigs.
It's makeup and wigs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why do they wig him up?
What do you mean?
Why do they wig him?
I reckon his natural hair is probably doesn't look that great long.
Yeah, okay.
I find a lot. Some people have great short hair. Some people have great long
Yeah.
hair. It doesn't work. Doesn't cross over.
Yeah, you're
You know
probably
what I mean?
right.
So I reckon his natural hair is kind of.
Yep.
Or maybe he was doing another project at the same time where he required short hair.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
What about this? The worst wig or hair. I've got a couple of choices here.
Yes.
We've got Johnny Depp's Grindelwald. That is an atrocious haircut.
Yeah.
Like the dye job on it, the shaved sides,
That's
the
true.
weird bloody...
We've got Johnny Depp's ex Amber Heard, her
Yep.
mirror wig or
yeah,
whatever it is.
It's kind of comic booky. I don't mind it.
Oh no, I know what the
And
winner is.
Yes, it's Woody
Harrelson
Harrelson
in Venom. It unbelievably bad.
It looks like a cake. Don't you reckon?
It looks like a
like
cake.
a dropped cake.
Like a dropped cake, and it's just that's meant to be. It's meant to be a wow moment. It's meant to be a hook for the next one. It's
Yep.
meant to be people going, "Oh my god, it's the villain we wanted," and this is,
Yeah.
and I'm so excited to go to the next one because that's going to be the villain that I loved so much from the comic books. And to make him, he looks like Annie. He looks like little orphan Annie. Who's been in? Is that people would have been like, did they throw her in prison at the end of? Has she spent decades in prison after the end of the movie Annie?
Okay, so we got the biggest disappointment with the Predators in there. So
Yeah,
it's the Predator?
It's the Predator.
Yep.
Give me look just for the. No, actually, it's not. You know what?
What?
I tell a lie because I didn't think it was going to be any good.
Okay.
What are our other options?
I've got Jurassic World here,
Yep.
but you don't care about those.
Didn't think it was going to be good or bad.
Let me check. Cloverfield Paradox, Fantastic Beasts 2, Crimes of Bung-Eye McGee. He's
Yep. Again, didn't mind it. It was fine.
Mute. Yeah, that was a
Oh
disappointment.
wait, I do have the list here. Okay.
Solo, didn't think anything of it. Venom.
Venom,
Didn't think it was going to be
uh,
anything. Nah, it's still the Predator for me.
I reckon it might be Mute.
Yeah, Mute
For
was
me, Mute,
disappointing, wasn't
I
it?
don't.
That's more kind of like, oh.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. I never thought the Predator was going to be any good because I liked Predators,
Yep.
and I'm like, well, this looks like it's going to be.
I'm a sucker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I think Mute, as you know, as from the guy who did Moon and Source Code,
really
and,
like that
and a couple of
director,
other disappointments.
Yeah.
I thought Mute was going to be better than it was, and it didn't grab me as anything
Or
really.
make sense.
Or make any sense. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, fingers crossed for Rogue Trooper or whatever he does next. But
What about this, Mason?
Mm-hmm.
Movies they need to stop making.
I'm ready.
Transformers?
Nope.
No.
I'm okay with that.
DC movies?
I want to see a couple more.
Me too. Non-Spider-Man Spider-Man movies?
That's up there.
Yep.
That's certainly the front runner.
Fantastic Beasts?
I'll see at least one more of those.
Star Wars?
Not this year.
Yeah, but soon.
Post episode 9, I'll be fine with them taking a long break.
Yep.
But
What about like a Cloverfield? You want to see more Cloverfield?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust them to be good.
Yeah.
Just focus on your animated.
Venom wasn't even train wreck good, really.
No.
It wasn't train wrecky enough to be
nothing
train
like the
good.
movie Trainwreck, you're
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
No, not a John Cena to insight. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know what I bloody mean?
Here we go. Okay. We're going to do worst movie, just a movie, best movie. How's
Okay,
that sound?
great.
The worst movie for me is The Predator again.
Yep,
Do you
agreed.
have another one in there?
No, it's The Predator.
I mean, we don't need to say anything else.
Amazed, just being the worst movie of the year. Shane Black's such a...
I know.
He's an enigma. The Nice Guys was good.
Yep.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was good.
Iron Man 3, terrible.
Terrible.
But as we've talked about...
He can do dudes talking
Yep.
and having a fist fight.
Yep.
He can't do anything else. He can't. If you give him a laser, they're out. Give any given character a laser, and he cannot figure out how to make that movie work. Also, he hired that pedophile.
Yeah, I'm a pedophile also.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, he does say that he was kind of misled or whatever, but still, you should look into it if you're
Yeah.
hiring a pedophile.
Yeah.
And also, weren't they trying to cover it up? And Olivia Munn was like, no, they hired a pedophile.
Yeah, they absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was kids on the set.
Yes.
Anyway.
There was a kid pretending to have autism slapping his head.
Yeah, that's
had
true.
the autism thing as well, which I talked
Yeah.
about in the episode, which
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah.
I really hate it. Because as I mentioned when we talked about it, you know, because being a teacher, you know, a lot of kids
Yeah.
have autism. It's not uncommon. And it's so
Yeah.
off base.
Look, I feel we could talk about how bad The Predator was for an hour, but we did an episode on how bad it was for an
Yeah, I
hour.
should listen to it.
The fact that he tried to smuggle in the dude tried to smuggle in these Predator weapons, just ship them over.
Yeah.
When he had a device that turned him invisible.
Yep.
Just do that. Turn invisible and get on a plane.
But he didn't do that.
didn't do that, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was the post-credit scene.
The fact that all the Predators are bulletproof until they're not bulletproof.
Yeah.
Just the fact that they already did bigger Predator.
And dogs.
Yeah. There's the one scene where the Predator escapes out of the medical
That
facility.
was good.
But that's it.
Jake Busey was in it.
Jake Busey was in it for no
For
reason.
what though?
For
yeah.
what purpose? Yeah, exactly.
Predator. What about best just a movie?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear some
Pacific
options.
Rim 2?
That was just a movie for
I
sure.
liked it though. But it was just a
It
movie.
was just a movie.
Tomb Raider.
I'm ranking that higher than Pacific Rim 2.
Okay.
I would like the Pacific Rim movies to be
Better.
better, yeah.
Aquaman? I think it's a bit better than
I
just
think
a
it's better than
movie.
just a movie, I agree.
'Cause I didn't love it.
Uh-huh.
It may even be full mid-range for me.
Yeah.
But there was effort and they did
They
did
did
said
things.
in it.
Yeah.
Solo. That I think for me
Ooh.
is the biggest just a movie I've
What
ever
did I
seen
just
in
say?
my
Solo,
life.
and what was the other one?
Aquaman, Tomb Raider, Pacific Rim.
Oh, Pacific Rim and
Remember the ball? Where the little one rolls into a ball in Pacific Rim?
yeah,
And they fight the robots in the streets?
yeah.
And he has the big swords and he just runs through the building.
Oh, it's so generic. Oof. I'm gonna give the edge to Pacific Rim.
But Pacific Rim also had John Boyega and who's very engaging.
Doing what?
But Clint Eastwood's son, who is, you know, he just looks like a guy you've seen before, but you don't know where.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So that's that element of mystery, that little bit of spice of intriguing. I'm going to give it to Pacific Rim because until you mentioned the swords and the ball and I forgot John Boyega was in it. You know what? At least Solo, they gave it a shot. I think the supporting cast is quite charming in that movie.
Solo is so average.
Yeah.
It's so middle of the road.
You're right.
Just inoffensive.
But I think Pacific Rim is even more middle of the road.
I think Pacific Rim is better than that.
Wow.
I liked it, I think, more than the first
We've hit one of our famous disagreements.
Slight disagreements.
Yeah, slight disagreements. But fortunately, we can give out as many of these copies of Dark Knight 3 as we wish as awards. So I guess we're doing it. I guess I'm saying Pacific Rim was just a movie.
Yeah.
They just rebuild all the cities again.
Yeah, they did.
Made
didn't
no
they?
sense.
Okay, best movie of the year.
Yeah.
Infinity War, Black Klansman, Annihilation. I quite like The Clover Hitch Killer. That's up there for me.
Okay.
Searching, if I didn't watch it today, would probably be in there as well. What else we got? Hang on. I need,
Mission Impossible Fallout
Mission
is in there
Impossible
for
Fall,
me.
That's great. Hang on, let me check this. I just got to find the full list. Best worst movies of the year. Best movie. Okay. A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
it's good.
Right.
Black Panther. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bumblebee, Deadpool 2, Halloween, Incredibles 2, Mission Impossible, Spider-Verse, Venom.
Oh, Venom.
So for me, it's probably Spider-Verse,
Yep.
Black Klansman, Annihilation. Probably
Right. For me, it's
up
probably
there for me.
it's probably Spider-Man or Fallout.
I'm going to give it to... Man, I don't know. They're all pretty good.
Well, you must choose.
I know.
Yeah. Just a solid action espionage, hitting hard movie. I reckon Mission Impossible Fallout for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Like all the characters you love are back. Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames,
Yep.
the lady.
Yes. The lady.
The other
Rebecca
lady.
Ferguson. The other lady.
The other
Michelle
lady.
Monaghan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's in this one.
Yeah.
The
He's in the field.
the action man Thomas Cruise.
Thomas Cruise. His
himself.
hair's...
Thomas Mapother III.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to say Black Klansman because
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill's in it.
Loading those guns.
They burn half his face off or whatever.
Yeah.
Black Klansman because it's...
He saves the day because he remembers his rock climbing from Mission Impossible 2.
It's a callback.
Ah,
Very good.
brings it all together. Yep, it's Fallout for me.
Doesn't he say that as well as he's doing it?
This is from Mission Impossible 2. Yes, he does.
Black Klansman says something, but it's also very funny.
Yep.
It's really well cast.
Okay.
Great performances. Spider-Verse also, I feel like, because I just saw it. Like, I needed to sit with me for longer. But
Yeah,
it could
right.
very well be also be Spider-Verse. But for now, also, I just love Adam Driver. I think he's so great. And is he handsome or not? I've decided that he is.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure he is. Have you seen Logan Lucky?
Yeah, I told you to watch it.
Did you?
Yes.
You did mere weeks ago, but I've already seen it, so that's all right.
I've seen it multiple times. It's
Okay.
amazing. That's everything. Do you want some quick answers from what people have snung?
Yes, please.
Okay, so for best movies,
Yep.
I won't read them all.
Uh-huh.
Best movie, people have got Avengers at 45%.
That's pretty
And
solid.
after that, where they've got Deadpool 2.
Okay.
So there you go.
Are there any listed there others? I think
What do you
that'd
mean,
be a more
others?
interesting take. Like if somebody's like best movie, none of these. I'd rather say
Let me
this
check.
instead.
Hang on. Upgrade, Sorry to Bother You, which I haven't seen. Apparently that's very good.
Yeah, I've heard that's
Bohemian
good.
Rhapsody, Solo, Creed 2, Roma. Apparently Roma's very good. I went to watch it a couple of times. It's like, oh, this is subtitled. I have to actually sit down and watch it properly.
Right. Uh-huh.
Best Just a Movie.
Uh-huh.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's pretty middle of the road, isn't it? I think it's a little bit better than actually. Aquaman, but Aquaman came out on top just.
Right.
Worst movie
Oh, here we go.
is Cloverfield Paradox,
Uh-huh.
followed by Fantastic Beasts and then Holmes and Watson.
Yep. I've heard nothing but bad things about that movie.
Best comic book movie is Avengers Infinity War. Worst is... what's that one? Batman Ninja.
Oh, I forgot about Batman Ninja. Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, it's no
Movie's
good.
bad. For anybody who missed it, I did an episode of Matt Stewart's podcast,
Oh, you did
Prime
too.
Mates, about that movie because it's got literally millions of monkeys in it, and it's bad.
And it's bad. Best sequel, prequel, and other movie, Avengers Infinity War. Best reboot is Bumblebee. Best movie that's non-sequel reboot is Black Klansman, followed by Upgrade. This keeps freezing up, so I might have to leave it here. Do you want best worst hair? Chris Evans
Yes.
got best hair.
Yeah.
But the worst hair, Woody Harrelson Venom, because it looked like a drop cake.
Oh my god, it really did.
Yeah. So that's great.
Cool, man.
So I guess we'll probably leave voting up open for that if people want to.
Yeah, we'll get those final results next week, maybe.
Yeah. And that's...
The Tooth.
No, actually, next week I think is either going to be... Because our last episode we were taking a break.
That's
It's
right.
either going to be a best of episode. Oh, it is going to be a best of the year of this show.
Yep.
It'll either come out next week or the week after. It depends. There's going to be an ad in it, but we don't know whether it's going to run next week or the week
is
after.
that right?
So we are dictated by that.
Right, okay,
So
incredible.
Rob Collins is currently putting that together. We're going to do a bloody intro and outro and an ad. So
Nice.
if you can't wait for that,
Yeah.
well, obviously, just hang on to your bloody hats, mate.
Hold on to those hats.
So that's, next week or the week after.
Yeah, right.
We're trying to make it next week, but it might not be possible.
Mm.
Okay. And then we're taking like a 2-week break till like the 20th or something like that.
Cool, man.
Let me double check when we're coming back, Mason.
Okay.
We're coming back on the 21st.
21st.
So yeah.
All right then.
I should say that I'm saying it now in the episode because maybe people don't listen this far and then we get
They'll
a
be
lot of
like-
messages.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay. And you know what it's time for then?
What we're reading?
What we're going to read.
Oh my goodness.
I'm doing the thing. What are we reading? What are you reading?
I've been reading
What are we going to read?
a television show
Yes.
that's called You're the Worst.
You're the worst.
Oh, come on, mate. I'm talking about a TV show.
I thought you were talking about me.
Yeah, well, that's where I got you. This has been going for 4 seasons.
I have never heard of this.
It's in America, it's on FXX, and in Australia, it's on the SBS on-demand streaming service.
Okay.
And it's basically a couple who get together because they are the worst. But they're not really the worst. But they're like they're tell it like it is kind of people. They're honest to a fault and kind of like they're living in a world where people are not like that.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's really funny. It's good old fashioned sitcom.
Definitely worth watching.
Give it a few. Watch the first few and see if you enjoy it.
Is it better than the one where the guy from It's Always Sunny is a teacher?
It's better than that. AP Bio. Yeah, it's better than that. Yeah. It's a little bit of adults behaving badly, grown-ups behaving badly and childish, but it's not like that weird cartoonish kind of.
Yeah, I hate anything where a teacher's like, I'm unconventional, and be like, you'd be fired.
Yeah, I'm drinking at my desk. I'm throwing apples at kids. Yeah, you're out. You're out the door, mate.
Yeah. Though sometimes teachers just get moved around. And that's all I'll say.
I see what you're saying.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I've seen what you're saying.
Yeah. I read in particular 3 issues of Tom King's Batman, 51 to 53, where Bruce Wayne is on jury duty as himself, not as Batman, for a case where Mr. Freeze was beaten very badly by Batman.
Oh, wait, so who's being charged here?
No, Mr. Freeze is trying to be cleared of murders.
Oh, right, okay.
That Batman thought he did. So you're like, why is Bruce Wayne on this? Was he? I just thought it was interesting.
Okay, cool.
It's less like Batman beating up people and more Bruce Wayne going, what is Batman?
Yeah, right, okay.
You know what I mean?
What is this Batman?
He's not British. Maybe he is. It's a comic.
We don't know. We've never heard his speaking voice in the comic. So, yeah.
So they should ever turn the page and it talks, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a kid's book.
I should say with that show, that You're the Worst. I did
You're the
binge
worst.
watch 3 seasons of it in like 3 days.
I did that for Lovesick on
Right.
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's an illustration of its quality, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Sometimes you just put a thing.
Sometimes you just put a thing on, but I don't. See, that's the thing. It doesn't. It's not a show that I'm just like tuning out and leaving the room. I'm like, I got to watch another one of these.
Would you rather watch that?
Yes.
Or watch The Predator, the movie The Predator?
This.
Okay.
Not The Predator.
That must be pretty good then.
Yeah.
The Predator was one of your favorite movies of the year.
No, you're rewriting history and you're editing out the things that I said earlier. It's a terrible movie and bad, and I hated it.
Do you want to do letters?
Yeah, let's do some letters. Oh no.
You got your headphones in, you dumbass.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Hang on.
You did this last week, Mason.
I did it last week too. I was not prepared.
Is it so important that your phone be charged that you have to bring a portable charger, Mason?
Yeah.
I guess it is.
Yeah, that's right. Is your laptop currently charging?
Mason, I'm not addicted to my laptop the way you are to social media, mate. I'll tell you this much. Just maybe if you looked up from your phone every now and then.
You've fashioned a large cardboard box into a makeshift VR headset and you've installed your laptop in it. So who's on the wrong side of history now? You've got 2 laptops because
you'd look at a sunset, a picture of a sunset before you looked at a real bloody sunset, mate.
Yeah, because if you look at the sun, you go blind. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's why you have to keep your laptop screen so close to your face. Anyway, letters.
The classic one was letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a take away. You know they're here right now. We're gonna do letters.
More like anti-social media is what I'm saying.
Yeah, nice.
That being said, social media is really depressing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, these days?
Just grinds
It
away.
used to just be jokes. Now it's not jokes anymore.
It's jokes, but it's mostly just mean jokes.
Yeah.
And people being sad. What do we got here?
If you'd like to say hello, just go to
email
Weekly
I'm
Planet
sad
Pod.
from thinking about social
I know
media.
you are. weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com, or you can hashtag weeklyplanetpod and we'll find it on the internet.
I'm so sad now. This is a tweet from Arizona Scar. I would love if someone unexpectedly show up to help in... I'm so sad from social media. Someone to show up unexpectedly to help in Endgame. Someone like Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer, or Lady Death. Surely there's others in the universe that are out for Thanos' blood? I think that's what the Captain Marvel character is. I don't know if we're going to get any surprises. Be like, and it's Thanos' brother, or
Yeah,
and
agreed.
it's Adam Warlock, even though he's introduced in Guardians 2, sort of.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that thread gonna
Probably. I
Is
don't
that
know.
thread gonna play out? I don't know if
who
it
knows?
will.
Because are they using the Guardians script? Apparently
Yeah,
so.
right,
But
uh-huh.
I don't know.
Not
Yeah.
sure.
What do you think? Do you want some surprises? I do want some surprises.
I
just
want
don't know whether
surprise-
we'll get some
I
surprises.
want all the surprises.
I don't want any surprises. No surprises.
Well,
Yeah. Let me just put my head back into this cardboard VR box. Just control my reality.
yeah, right. This is from Ryan. It says, congrats to Nick Mason. My mum was reading through the New Year's honours list and told me that Nick Mason has been awarded a CBE. Nick Mason
What's
from
a CBE?
It's like an Order of the British Empire.
Was he British?
Yes, he's in Pink Floyd.
The band?
Yes,
Which one's he?
the drummer.
Floyd?
Yes. What are you doing? Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting a lot of
Sad
tweets.
from social media.
Yeah, I see. Right.
I can't think.
Anyway, the other Nick Mason's got a News Honours award, so good on him.
Do you think we'll ever get awards?
We won a podcast award.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really want it, though.
Wow.
Where is that? What did I give it to you?
No, it's on your bookshelf, I think.
What?
I don't have it. I took a photo with it.
It's not going on the book. It's going off the bookshelf. If it's
Oh,
on
can
the
I have it?
bookshelf. No.
All right.
I'd rather destroy it
That's
than you
what I
have it.
thought. Oh, we should put it in one of those incredibly powerful drill presses and crush it for a video. And we send it to the podcast awards.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
What, another letter, or do you want me to do a letter?
Yeah, do a letter.
Basura Grande says, with the potential success of Spider-Verse and maybe Endgame using multiverses, do you think this is the potential next Hollywood wrong lesson learned?
Yes. Ooh.
I'm going to say yes.
Do you think it is? Okay.
I think it's, we're seeing it in TV shows, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fringe did it. Arrowverse is doing it.
But I think it's a fairly constant. I think it's a fairly consistent trope. Like I don't think we're going to get a spate of movies where it's just, a fairly normal action sequence or a fairly normal action movie, but then there's multiple dimensions in it.
Yeah, right.
I think it's been tried a few times.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jet Li's the one was
Yes.
the prime example of that.
the pinnacle.
But I don't think they're going to integrate that into, or even into superhero movies
I don't think
necessarily.
it's going to be the new blue light in the sky. It's gonna
No,
be,
I don't think it
They've
is,
opened
no.
a multiverse and an evil version of Superman has come through and he's got a backwards hat.
This is an email from Sharon.
Okay.
It says subject line: "You're the only people I trust." So that's good. I think we're about to get catfished.
mistake.
But here we go. So Aquaman came out. I'm afraid to see it. I have a horrible fear of sharks. And to be honest, I don't know that I trust my friends enough to be real with me about the amount of sharks.
There's so many sharks.
So using the only scale that I allow for rating movies, what would you rank this movie for me based on the amount of frequency of sharks?
It's pretty shark heavy at the end. There's some sharks at the start of the aquarium.
Yeah.
But they're not actively really going for
No,
people, are they?
there's background amounts of sharks.
Yeah.
So the rating here: worst movie ever equals good gravy. You will die if you see this movie. Best movie ever. Nah, you're fine.
Yeah, but
They are there, but only for a small amount of time and not up close.
Yeah, I think you see a little bit up close, but I don't have a crippling fear of sharks, so maybe it's one of these. Sometimes when we're watching a movie, I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad.
There is, if you've seen the trailer, there is the bit where a shark headbutts the glass in the
Yes.
aquarium. That's about as close as you get to the sharks. There are some.
They're eating crabs at the end in a big battle or whatever.
Yeah, I
aren't
mean
they?
the battle is so much smoke and noise,
Yeah.
And they're sharks that are wearing harnesses.
Yes. Oh,
and
they're controlled for a lot
They're
of
being
the time.
controlled by a man.
Yeah.
So if that eases your anxiety at all, it's mostly not shark
It's
stuff.
mostly not sharks. But
mostly-
also, it depends. If you have a fear of deep sea creatures, there's big old chompy fish and stuff.
Chompy fish. There's a
might-
big old creature. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But it seems to just be sharks.
Mostly sharks.
Yeah. Anyway, Sharon, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And good luck to all our listeners, because this is the final episode of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to extend a warm and generous thank you.
And a happy new year, depending on whether when you're listening to this.
But seriously, Mason,
Yes. Oh no, what's happening? He's turning his chair around. Oh no, he's going to be delivering some life lessons like a cool teacher. He's straddling his chair backwards.
but seriously, Mason,
Oh, here we go.
it's been a bloody. It is a.
You know what my favourite part of that would have been if I didn't mention it at all. Because Because I know you're relying on me to be like, he's turning around. The theatre of the mind, he's turning it.
that's
If I just stared at you stony-faced and then have been like, continue?
This is my job full time,
Isn't it, right? Yeah.
and I know I probably say this too much, but I do appreciate it because I get to spend time with my family and live at home and work from home, and it's a thing that I really enjoy doing. And it's amazing that people listen to this, and it's afforded me opportunities to live a way that means I can be around for my family more and just do stuff that I like every day, which I complain. Because I'm like, oh, I have to break down a trailer, blah. But it's either that or I have to go shovel manure.
That's very true. You're only two skills.
Yes.
I mean, you are so good at it.
I was one of the best.
And look, I would just like to say
Yeah.
thanks everybody for listening, because this allows me to also spend time with my family.
What?
That's right. I'm your long-lost brother. Cliffhanger at the end of the episode. We'll see you next year, you dogs. No, it's probably not true.
It's probably not true, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Are you want to bring us home for the...
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anyway,
Yeah.
after that bombshell of a revelation,
Can I turn my chair around again, or am I stuck like this?
I think 2019 is the year of you doing every episode straddling the chair.
Feels good.
Feels good, right?
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening and subscribing and telling some friends all throughout this year.
Yeah, man.
If somebody's like, hey man, I'd love to. My New Year's resolution is to listen to a new podcast. Tell them about our buddy.
Tell
Tell
them
them
this
about
one.
it.
Give them this one.
Or if somebody's like, or even just go like, hey man, you got any New Year's resolutions? How about listen to a new podcast? How about listen to the Weekly Planet?
Yeah.
Be proactive. You know what I mean?
You
That'd
dumbass.
be great. Anyway, thanks for everybody for listening and subscribing, telling people a nice review wouldn't go astray. It's bloody terrific.
I just got an email for a bunch of new reviews for the podcast that went out, and it's
very good. If you'd like
very
to
positive.
contact the show, you can find us on Weekly Planet Pod on Facebook and Gmail and Twitter and Bandcamp. We've resolved to do a new commentary very early in the new year.
Yes.
We think it's going to be Justice League.
Yes, I
So
mean,
for-
we say we're going to do it, but...
No, this is I'm putting our feet
Fine,
to the fire.
Mason.
We're gonna do this. We're bloody gonna do it. I'm Wikipedia Brown on Twitter. I'm also somewhere on Instagram. You can find me. Just look up my name.
Right, gotcha. I'm Mr. Sunday Movies at YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
That's pretty good stuff. If you'd like to support the show,
Yes.
which would absolutely bloody love you to do, because we'd like to get that a video studio up in the new year. That'd be
It looks
bloody
like it's
terrific.
all happening.
If you want to go to patreon.com/Mr. Sunday Movies and chuck in a buck, we would bloody love it.
Give us a buck. You don't have to.
You
give
made
it
like
to
a
us.
backhanded attack.
I was looking at my hand in the light.
Oh, my
I've
goodness.
I've got the calluses, man, from shoveling manure.
Shoveling me, that's your other. You're so good at
They
it.
didn't go away.
You could have gone pro, man. You did.
Yeah, I ate too much of it, though. It was affecting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
affecting my day-to-day.
No, I understand. You can also go to the Amazon affiliate link in our episode description, click through there,
Yeah.
buy some stuff on Amazon.com. Whatever you're going to buy, we get a kickback through that.
Yes.
Let's see. Thank you to the Boot and the Basilisk and Rackham for all our musical themes. You can also contact us. You can go to the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group. We have 11,400 members right now.
Yeah, man.
Civil conversation about pop culture stuff and just everyday life.
That's right.
I bloody love it. You can go to planetbroadcasting.com. You can sign up to our newsletter, which is produced by the great Rob Collins.
Yeah, also, big thank you to him for the year as well.
He's knocking out of the park. He's doing edits. He's doing surveys. He's doing newsletters. He's doing websites.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
Editors Ben, Mitch, Matt, Eric does the animations.
Yep.
John does the bloody the 16-bit scenes. Music by Kenny. Like
Yeah.
these guys are all great.
Exactly. The modders, the modders. That's not a thing. The admins. It's Andrew Levins, obviously, Rob Collins, Sarabi, and Marty doing a great
wonderful
job.
people.
Great people doing a great bloody great job. What else do we forget when we do this?
Thank you, Mason, for being in this show.
Thank you for
You're
being
so
in the
good
show.
at it. You've done one more than me.
Is it one more? I thought it was
because
three
I was
more.
I was in one. I was in the other one. Technically, I was at the start or
Okay.
something. I did the ad or something.
All right, nice, great. Okay, well that's sorted.
It might be 3.
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got some teas on tpublic.com.
Yes.
We love seeing those out there, and we love seeing them on the Twitters and the Grams.
That's right.
And we've got that audio book on tape, which it's like 15 hours or something. It's a lot.
Is it? That's a lot.
It's a lot,
It's
right?
too much.
It's more than a regular tape.
We
would
should have
hold.
charged more for it, don't you think? This
Yep.
content you can mostly get for free.
Absolutely, we should. Yes. That's the lot, I think.
That's the show.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back next year. As I said, back on the 21st, but sometime between now and then, there'll be the best of episode of the year.
Yes.
Best of. But you know what I mean.
The best stuff from the podcast.
Probably the bit where, I don't know what happens.
Probably a lot of you screaming about things.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Yeah. Almost certainly the bit where you turn your chair around.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Would that go in though? Because it's just like the previous episode. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's pretty good stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
We can make a late edition. Don't you worry about it.
Went by we, you mean
Rob Collins,
good
editor of the best
cool.
of. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks very much for listening, though.
Grab that gem, you guys. We'll see you next year.
Oh, it's already the new year, Mason.
Happy New Year!
It's already the new year.
Happy New Year.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
What if one of us dies over the summer?
Well, now you've said it. One of us will die over the summer, so thanks a bunch.
I hope it's you.
Me too. Me too, kinda. Yeah. Bloody get a bloody sleep in for once. I tell you what.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
I mean, if you want. It's up to you.